Red Devil basketball is on the air. Evanston looks to take a strong round ball tradition into the next roaring 20s. Catch all the glass-breaking action on your home for Red Devil Sports, KNYN 99.1, with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. Red Devil basketball is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankham, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Arrowhead Dental, Plains Tires, The Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Regional Hospital, The Come On In Casper, Evanston Parks and Recreation, The Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Uinta County School District Number 1, Elling Ford Brothers, The Store, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Bear River Dental, Mountain West Business Solutions, and by Wyoming Dental Specialties. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to sit back, relax, and raise the pitchforks as we head to the arena to join the voice of your Evanston Red Devils, ELAN OLLIFF.
Apologies for that temporary disconnect. ELAN OLLIFF here bringing you the action live as Lyman gets ready to take on the Evanston Red Devils. 5:42 remaining in the fourth quarter of the JV game, and then we'll have the girls' varsity game. So we'll go through with our Pitchfork pregame show when we come back on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with a live video online at mylocalradio.com. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action here from Lyman High School as the Red Devils get ready to take on the Eagles. Let's go ahead and set the scene here at Lyman High School. First, the Red Devils come in just short of 500 with a record of 4 wins, 6 losses. Last time they were out was just last night to open up the Evanston gym, beating Mountain View, the number 2 team in 3A. Final score 31-30 Evanston. They currently allow just under 49 points per game and scoring just over 36 points per game. That as the last stat printout this last Thursday. For the Lyman Eagles, they come in here with a record of 6 wins, 7 losses, Last time they were out was last night in Star Valley. They beat the Braves 36-30. We'll hear Coach for Lyman talk about that a little bit later. Lyman Eagles currently tied number 5 according to the latest YO Preps rankings on 3A. They are allowing just over 45 points per game and scoring just under 45 points per game. Good enough for second in 3A. Let's go ahead and look at our YO Preps rankings for the 4A. At number 5, dropping 1 spot, is the Green River Wolves. Currently number 1 in the state on shooting percentage, 42.6%. Ashlyn Birch leads them, averaging just under 13 points per game. The Natrona Phillies come up 1 spot as they are now the number 4 team in the state according to the YO Preps rankings. Alicia Lane, number 4 in the state as far as scorers concerned, at just under 14 points per game. Holding their spot at number 3, the Thunder Basin Bolts. Number 2 in the state in team defense, just allowing just under 61 points per game. Jersey Taylor, the number 5 best scorer in the state, averaging just over 13 points per game. Number 2, holding their same spot, the Cheyenne Central Indians. Number 1 in the state in team defense, allowing around 38 points per game. That is it. Ellie Fernieho, scoring just under 11 points per game, leads them. And number 1, no surprise here, especially after what we saw in Cheyenne East. The Cheyenne East Thunderbirds, number 1 in the state in team offense, out scoring around 61 points per game. Kai Buell, the number 1 scorer in the state, just under 21 points per game. That's what it looks like here at Lyman. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Red Devil Corner segment where we speak with one of our Red Devil players, our coaches. This week, we had the pleasure to talk with Coach Kate Schmidt of the Evanston boys varsity swim team. When we come back on this first bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
When someone says sleep apnea, it usually conjures up stereotype images. This is Dr. Jonathan Morgan. The fact is that sleep apnea affects people of all ages and occurs when there is an involuntary pause of breath during sleep. Are you always tired? At Arrowhead Dental, we offer oral appliance therapy as an effective, non-invasive treatment for certain types of sleep apnea. Schedule an appointment to take a simple in-home test. Visit arrowheaddentalwy.com today.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Elan OLLIFF here with Evanston boys high school swim coach Kate Schmidt. Coach Schmidt, you guys just wrapped up the Evanston Invite and had some really impressive results. I saw Jackson Nichols won the backstroke. Coulter got a few victories himself. Just talk about how proud you are of this team and how they have started the season.
They are doing awesome. You know, Coulter's picked up lots of events that he's qualified in. Jackson picked up another one on Saturday. Gage Beechler picked up his first. Ben Cook picked up his first for the season. I think that we're starting to just build the momentum that we've been working for through this first half of the season. And I think we're going to see great things from these boys the last half of the season.
So you've got 4 individual qualified swimmers that matches or are just short of matches what happened all season with the girls team. Just talk about the advantage, the experience the boys have right now.
They're returners, so that helps a lot too. When you have lots of returners, they are good role models for everybody else on the team. And especially when we've had multiple state qualifiers that are returning to swim for multiple years in a row, that just helps build the confidence of the team in general, I think. And then everyone sees, hey, I can do this. And if I work hard, here's what I can do. And I'm starting to see that with all of the boys, they're starting to have more confidence in saying, hey, I'm cutting time every meet and I think that I can do this. So they're setting their expectations even higher than they had set them at the beginning of the season, which is always what we want.
You guys just wrapped up hosting your first meet of the season. There will be another one, I believe, later on in the season. What was it like to be able to swim at home in front of your guys' family and friends?
The boys love it. And I think that their performance on Saturday shows how much they appreciate a home crowd. They all swam really well. And so we have our next home meet on January 24th. It's just a duel against Rock Springs, but I expect some awesome things from all the boys then as well.
And Rock Springs, you guys compete quite often, and that'll be a really fun one to be at. So we've got Coulter Camp House, Jackson Nickel, and Gage Beechler. They're all qualified for state at this point in time. Who do you think is next?
I don't know. We also have Ben Cook, so I expect Ben to at least get another one or two more events. He qualified in the 50 free and a relay this weekend. And then I think that I'm trying to think. I have lots of boys that are close, so it's hard to pin down just one that might be next. I would say we have probably half the team that could be next, which is really cool.
So best case scenario, how many boys do you think can qualify for individual events at state this year?
I want at least 8.
That would be definitely the feat. It's been a good year. 2019, 2020 has been a good year for Evanston swimming. You had Addie Fernandez, who had a great year for the girls and leading 4 girls into state individual events, and now you've got the boys who are just rocking it right now. What do you feel like is a realistic ceiling for this program right now?
I don't have a ceiling. How's that? I think that's pretty realistic. These kids just keep getting better and better, and I'm not putting a ceiling on them.
That sounds good to me. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Of course, everybody knows Jackson Nichols was a state medalist last year, and fully expects to be there again this year. Who has been the biggest surprise to you this year so far?
Coulter Camp House has really just rocked it. He gets in the water every single day and works his butt off. And he is a senior, which is awesome, but he's also the swimmer on our team with the most individual events qualified for state right now. So that's really cool. And he wants to get all the individual events. I don't know if he'll get breaststroke because he hates breaststroke, but but he wants to go after it, and he wants to go after some records too. He wants his name up on the board just like his sister's name is up on the board. So we'll see what happens with Coulter.
How many events has he qualified in so far?
I think 5 or 6. I can't remember for sure.
And is there still a limit on how many individual events a swimmer can swim at state?
Yes, you can only swim 2 individual events at state. So we'll have to pick his 2 best ones, but he wants to say that he's qualified in all the individual events.
Well, it sounds like you guys are having a great season. We cannot wait to see that duel against Rock Springs later on in the season. Boys varsity swim coach Kate Schmidt for Evanston, thank you so much for your time. Anything else you'd like to cover today?
Nope. Go Devils.
And a big thank you to Coach Kate Schmidt for joining us on the Pitchfork pregame show. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, we will hear from the coaches of today's matchup on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we know our members by name and we love working with them face-to-face. But did you know that members can also handle almost all banking online? Everything from managing your accounts and paying bills to applying for all types of loans. It's simple and we're happy to help you get started. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 and live video online at mylocalradio.com. The boys JV game just wrapped up. Final score, Evanston victorious 52-39 over the Lyman Eagles. Well, before the game, I had a chance to speak with Coach Jason Hansen of the Lyman Eagles, and here is that discussion I had with Coach Hansen. ELAN OLLIFF here with Mountain View Girls head coach Jessica Moretti. You guys come in here on the new YO Preps stage.
The best live coverage of local sports.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels warm welcome. It doesn't matter if your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project finished just right. The LittleSwoodShop.com offers tutorials on Facebook to teach you new techniques and fun ideas for crafting. Follow us on Facebook so you're notified each time we post a new tutorial. Plus, get all your supplies for each project at the LittleSwoodShop.com. We sell individual project supplies, kits for group projects, and we sell bulk wholesale crafting supplies. Visit the LittleSwoodShop.com today.
All right, we got that technical difficulty figured out. We will now go ahead and play that conversation we had with Coach Jason Hansen of the Lyman Eagles. ELAN OLLIFF here with Jason Hansen, head coach for Lyman girls basketball. Coach Hansen, on the new YO Preps rankings for 3A, you guys are listed as tied for 5th. Is that a surprise to have a ranking this early in the season with this team for you?
Yes, it is. I thought maybe they'd usually give those rankings to someone that's above 500, but we'll take it. It gives the girls a little bit of confidence, and it's always good to have confident girls.
You have a really young team, but you guys just came up with a big win over in Star Valley. Not an easy place to play at all. What did you see from your players last night in Star Valley that really gave you hope moving forward in the season?
We continued to be consistent on defense, and then offensively, we're starting to make more good plays. not so many bad plays. And so we cut down on our turnovers. We only had 16 last night, and we've been averaging 20 to 25 every game, so we made a lot more positive plays.
You're also the activities director here at Lyman, so game days here at Lyman must be a pretty busy day for you. How do you handle double duty on days like today?
You know, it is tough, but I have a great assistant, and she really helps me out. But you know, I try to do all my AD stuff, and then about 10 minutes before the game, I will take a breather and try to focus up on coaching the other job I have tonight. So.
We're still early in the season, so when you ask this question, the answer that you usually get is, oh, we're still focusing on us. But with that in consideration, what do you guys know about Evanston that is going to possibly present some challenges for you to prepare for this week?
I told my girls in practice this week, the game's going to be won on being able to get the ball from point A to point B. Evanston applies a ton of pressure, and they can make your life miserable, and so we got to be tough with the ball tonight, and you know, hopefully not be so young and have a little bit of experience and just try to get in our offense.
Looking at your starting lineup, you've only got one senior, 2 sophomores, and I think there's at least 1 freshman in there, if my memory serves me correctly. What kind of excitement do you have about being able to develop such young talent for Lyman basketball on the varsity level at this point?
You know, as a coach, it's kind of been my philosophy to always have some young girls either playing varsity or getting a lot of minutes on a big stage, just so the next year we're not so inexperienced. And so this year is no exception. We have probably more young girls than we've had in a long time, but they're talented, and yeah, the future looks bright for us, and you know, we just hope that all of them stay healthy.
Coach Jason Hansen, girls head basketball coach here at Lyman, thank you so much for your time and good luck tonight.
Hey, thank you very much, and thanks for covering the game.
Big thank you to Coach Jason Hansen of the Lyman girls basketball team for joining us on the Pitchfork pregame show. We're going to step aside, and we come back. We'll hear from our coach himself. That's right, Mr. Jeremy Fessler of the Evanston girls basketball team on this first big presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
An infected tooth can cause discomfort and serious harm to your health. At Wyoming Dental Specialties, endodontist Dr. Leslie Walker understands the complexities removing infected tissues from inside the tooth, which is one reason why you can trust him to provide endodontic treatment and root canal therapy. With a skilled staff and state-of-the-art technology in our office, we help save your smile and improve your overall dental health. Call today to schedule your appointment, 307-789-5608.
It's important to feel like you belong. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we understand the value of connection. When you become a member, you join our family. You become an owner of a not-for-profit financial organization, and your success becomes our success. We give back to our members by offering lower loan rates, fewer fees, higher yields, and more products and services. Become a member of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, and let's work together to reach your financial goals. We're a caring partner here for you. Member NCUA.
Elan OLLIFF here with girls basketball head coach for Evanston, Jeremy Fessler. Coach Fessler, you guys took care of Mountain View last night. Final score, 31-30. Good defense down the stretch. You get the feeling that no less is going to be mandatory to come out of the victory in Lyman.
Yeah, we're going to have to play stellar defense, especially if we're not making shots. But I do know Lyman's going to play probably a 1-3-1 zone on us, and they're probably going to pack it in. So we're going to have to hit some shots to loosen that zone up. It's also very important that we score in transition. And we've struggled a little bit this year doing that. And so we've got to get up and pressure and try to get some turnovers and get some easy baskets.
Last night we saw clutch play from Stacia Barker, your sophomore. She was going up, getting boards, also hit the free throws that really kind of put the game in your guys' possession. What do you expect from the sophomore as a follow-up performance?
I hope she does, much of the same. She had 11 boards, and, I think she made all 4 of her free throws. And so that was a nice change from the previous weekend when she really struggled from the line and she struggled to score. But defensively, she's such a factor for us, because if you saw Mountain View, if they got a back door, if they got past their girl, they're Stacia. And we told all our other girls, you don't need to help, because Stacia is the help. And then we helped, off on her girl with our other girls on the backside. So she's very important, even if she's not scoring, which she'll get better. She's a sophomore. She's going to get better at scoring. She's not scoring. She's such a factor inside that, she has to be on that floor.
You mentioned it during our post-game conversation last night that the team is kind of coming down with a little bit of a bug. What does the team feel like heading into this game?
We got girls laying on the bleachers over there. 2 of our starters are really sick right now, Zosha and Maggie. And we have a ton of girls with just a cough, and they just don't feel well. Abby Rigby's home, sophomore for us. She's home this weekend because she's so sick. And, it's going around our team. I'll probably give them Monday off just so we can try to get a little bit healthy and get back to where we need to be for the conference start of the season.
Speaking of the conference start, we have Green River on Thursday night in their gym. What would it mean to go 2-0 against the Uinta County schools in order to propel yourself into the conference season?
It's important. This win, paper-wise, stat-wise, pretty even. They've been playing well. They just beat Star Valley last night. So Lyman's a good team. They make things interesting. He's a great coach, great X's and O's coach. So to come in here, get this win, and sweep the Uinta County series would be it'd be great.
Coach Jeremy Fessler, Evanston Girls High School basketball head coach, thank you so much for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We're going to go ahead and turn it over to the PA announcer here at Lyman for our country's national anthem.
At this time, please rise. Remove your covers as the Lyman High School cheerleaders present the colors, after which Sierra Heaton will sing the national anthem.
Big thank you to Lyman for providing our national anthem as we get ready for this matchup between Evanston and Lyman. Let's go ahead and meet our starters on mylocalradio.com. We got the graphic up. First for Lyman, we have Mandy Ayer, averaging just over 8 points per game. Sage Bradshaw, number 11, a freshman, just under 6 points per game. Bryce Hansen, winner of the three-point competition overall at the Flaming Gorge, averaging just under 13 points per game and leading the team. Charles E. Rose, number 13, just over 7 points per game. And Hadley Gross, averaging just over 2 points per game. for the Evanston Red Devils. Maggie Moore, senior, averaging just over 4 points per game. Number 5, Amber Lowe, a senior, averaging just under 8 points per game. Number 14, Taryn Wagstaff, averaging just over 4 points per game. Zosha Novakowski, just over 11 points per game. Number 24, the senior, and then Stacia Barker, number 44, sophomore, averaging just over 4 points per game, but she got 11 rebounds the other night. So they're introducing all the starting lineup as we go to our live cam as Lyman introduces their starters. Running out there is Bryce Hansen, the three-point shooting champion. Charles E. Rose coming now. And then Hadley Gross, number 20, runs out there as Lyman is in their white home uniforms with blue numerals. Evanston in the red uniforms with white numerals and black outline. Still waiting for our camera person to come, and we're going to try to get this one going as best as we can. Stacia Barker on the middle line for Evanston. Tip up is up, and it is won by Lyman. We're going left to right. Bryce Hansen inside to Charles E. Rose, who gets the first 2 points. 2-0 Lyman to kick it off. Wagstaff bringing it forward across the timeline. Now goes to Amber Lowe. Right side back to Wagstaff, driving it towards the top of the key. Dishes back to Lowe. Long pass Maggie Moore, right side. Back to Wagstaff. Lowe now moving towards the top. Back to Taryn Wagstaff. Pass intended for Stacia Barker, picked off by Mandy Eyre. Mandy Eyre taking it over to the 10-foot line on the volleyball court here in Lyman. Hands off to Charlesy. Hansen with Wagstaff on defense. Inside to Eyre, who gets it right in the lane and puts it up a la what we did against Mountain View with Zosha Novakowski. 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Wagstaff over to Lowe. All of it happening at the top of the key. Fake driving to the left. Wagstaff bounces over to Zosha Novakowski. It bounces off her knee and out of bounds on that left corner. Hansen, hard dribble, goes up to her teammate. Gross passes to Hansen in the lane, puts the right-handed shot up. It rattles around the rim, pulled in by Stacia. Wagstaff taking her out. 6:21 remaining, 4-0 Lyman in the first quarter. Long pass Amber Lowe to Zosha, trying to work her way into the lane. Cut off by the Lyman defense, and she's called for a travel. $6:12 remaining in the first quarter on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 4-0 Lyman. Driving forward, Dickerson moving into the right side. Kicks it over to Hansen at the top of the key. Wagstaff on defense. Hansen into the lane. Right-handed shot is up and off the glass and good. Bryce Hansen off and running. 6-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 6-0 start for Lyman. Long pass, Heidi Barton to Wagstaff. Amber Lowe towards the top. Bounces it into Stacia Barker. Wrestled away by Hadley Gross. Here come the Eagles. Mandy Eyre over to Hansen on the right side. 6-0, 5:26 and counting remaining in the first quarter. Dickerson. Pass is tipped away by Evanston. Ball will stay with Lyman. Hansen inbounds it to Gross. Hers is off the back iron at the free throw line, pulled down by Barker. First foul of the game called on Taryn Wagstaff earlier. That gave possession back to Lyman. Heidi Barton on the right side. Now Tiana Pierce back to the right, trying to find Amberlow. Picked off by Gross. It's going from end to end off of the glass. Rebounded by Iyer. She can't get the shot off, and she's fouled. Can't get the shot to fall, she's fouled. Excuse me. It will be a foul on Evanston. First one on Tiana Pierce. Shot from Gross is off the front iron and doesn't bounce forward. It actually bounces out. Big change. Charlie Bradshaw coming in for Lyman, so too Hope Sennett. Air takes a deep breath, puts the shot up, and it is good. Mandy Air with the third point of the young game. 7-0 Lyman. Full court press put on by the Eagles. A long pass Wagstaff to Tiana Pierce. She'll hand it off to Barton, who drives into the left elbow, but loses control of the basketball across the baseline. Last one to touch it, they will say, is Lyman. Float pass to Stacia Barker around the free throw line. Dishes it right wing to Lowe. Wagstaff fires three from the left wing, and it is rebounded by Lyman. Air in particular. Bradshaw. Hansen on driving into the right side. Bounce pass attempted by Dickerson off of an Evanston shoe and out of bounds. 4:33 left to go. 7-0 Lyman here in the first quarter. Pass is mishandled by Lyman, picked up by Heidi Barton. She's going all the way to the other end, and she will dribble it. Goes out of bounds. They're going to say a Lyman player did touch it last. It looked like Heidi Barton might have bounced it off of a Lyman player's shoe. And now Taryn Wagstaff to inbound it for the Red Devils. 4:25 in the first remaining. Finds Stacia in the lane, and she gets called for a travel. 7-0 Lyman with 4:24 remaining in the first quarter. Hansen driving forward with Wagstaff in tow. Kicks it over to Bradshaw on the left side. Tries to go to Hansen. Bradshaw gets called for a travel on the pass. Evanston taking it the other way. 7-0 Lyman on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 4:16 remaining in the first quarter and counting. Heidi Barton takes it towards the top of the key. Amber Lowe, left side, back to Heidi towards the top, who kicks it over to Taryn Wagstaff on the right side. Left wing for Amber Lowe, double team, back to Taryn. Zosha trying to find room in the lane. Free throw line shot is good, and Evanston breaks the deadlock by 2 points for Zosha Novakowski. Long pass by Lyman. Bradshaw over to Air. Left elbow, trying to work her way in. Good defense by Heidi Barton. Three ball from Hansen at the top of the key is off the front iron. Pulled down by Madison Harris. Kicks it over to Air. Three ball, top of the key, well short. And it looks like it's going out of bounds. Batted into the hands of Hansen by Harris. She passes it over to Sennett, who finishes it off for 2 more points. Timeout called by Jeremy Fessler. We'll take one as well. It's 9-2 to open this one up. 3:19 left in the first quarter. Evanston down on this first bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY and 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper. The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool.
helping us out there. Zosha, first free throw is good, and she's got all the points for Evanston right now. 9-3 with 2:54 left to go. For next shot from Zosha off the front iron, almost pulled down by Stacia Barker, but Lyman gets in there and pulls it around. Kicks it over to Bradshaw. The runner by Dickerson is well off target, but she draws the foul. Let's see who the call is on. Actually, no, they'll just say out of bounds Evanston, no foul. Inbound to Dickerson. She puts the shot up from the right elbow. It is off target. Out of bounds on Lyman on the rebound attempt. Maggie Moore to inbound it for the Red Devils. Heidi Barton across the timeline. A 3-2 zone put on by Lyman. Zosha on the left wing. Kicks it back over to Taryn. Driving into the lane. Passes it to Stacia. Picked up and away by Lyman. Hadley Gross, the person who makes the interception. Kicks it over to Bradshaw. Fakes the three on the left wing. Drives in. Pass in. Intercepted by Zosha. She's going one end to the other. Does she finish it off? Yes! Zosha Novakowski with 5 points. All 5 of Evanston points right here. And going the other way. Lyman immediately on the fast break. Transition offense. Executes 2 more points. It's now 11-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Foul called on the shot by Lyman. Looks like Evanston's going to get called for a hold. No, it will be on Lyman. Big substitutions coming in for both teams. I see Tiana Pierce. I believe that's Mackenzie Porter coming in for Evanston as well. As Maggie Moore gets ready to inbound it. That'll be the second foul on Hadley Gross. She got called for a hold. Long pass to Amber Lowe. She's driving towards the top. Round the free throw line. Kicks it over to Moore. 3-ball left wing. Yes! Maggie Moore working Evanston back into this one. And it is now 11-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Shot by Lyman is short. Rebounded by Tiana Pierce. Amber Lowe taking it across the timeline. Lowe around the 10-foot line. Back to Porter. And now a long pass to Tiana Pierce. Long 2 is short by Evanston. I don't have that number on my roster. I'm going to have to double check it, but it's number 22. I do believe it's Mackenzie Porter as a 3-ball from Hansen from the dead center of the ring. Goes up and good. 5 points for Hansen. She extends the lead to 14. 14 points for Lyman, 8. Pass to Zosha in the lane. Can't be corralled by Evanston, but she's fouled. And we finally got a stop of action so I can review who the mystery Evanston player is. I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but I just want to make sure I get it right. Maggie Moore inbounds to Zosha Novakowski. She puts up the shot, and it's good. Evanston pulls within 4. Hansen driving in from the right wing, and she loses control of the basketball. Evanston will take it over. Ball crosses the baseline, and the Red Devils are ready to assume it. Excuse me, that's Malia Wilson in there for Evanston. As Amber Lowe gets the inbound and gets ready to take it across the timeline. Fix this scoreboard cam for you guys. 4 seconds left to go. Kicks it over to Moore for 3, and it's off the front iron. Rebound pulled down by Lyman, and Evanston trails 14-10 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard after 1 quarter. We'll be right back with quarter number 2 after this on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center gives you access to 3 amazing weight rooms. As a serious weightlifter, you can accomplish all your goals of bulking and maximizing with our complete lines of Precor, Hoist, and Troy free weight equipment. If your weightlifting is more focused on firming, toning, core, and muscle strength, then you'll enjoy the Cybex equipment weight room. Don't wait another minute to reach your weight training goals. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
Welcome to the second quarter. Evanston trails 14-10 here at Lyman. Red Devils trying to get 2 wins right before conference play, and the Lyman Eagles have other thoughts. Lyman, no slouches as they went to Star Valley and won just last night in a 36, I believe, 30 victory against Lyman. Want to welcome Tanner Newsom to doing camera work for us on mylocalradio.com. Evanston getting ready to inbound it. Amber Lowe around the 10-foot line of the volleyball court. Kicks it over to Taryn Wagstaff. As lost control of the action there, excuse me. Mia Barker coming to the scorer's table, getting ready to check in. Evanston currently has Wagstaff, Holt, Barker, Tiana Pierce, and Amber Lowe on the floor. Driving forward, Mandy Ayer. Kicks it over to Hanson around the 10-foot line, driving to her left. Long pass, picked off by Taryn Holt. We're going the other way. Evanston taking it from right to left on mylocalradio.com. Kicks it over to Amber Lowe around the 10-foot line on the volleyball court here at Lyman High School. Wagstaff over to Holt on the right wing, drives in, right elbow, 2-point shot, short. Rebounded by Lyman. Mandy Ayer taking it across for Lyman. Shot is off target, rebounded by Charles E. Rose. Her shot off target. Evanston pulls it down. Evanston trails 14-10 on the mylocalradio.com or on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 6:53 remaining in the first half. Long pass, Wagstaff looking for Tiana Pierce in the lane. Now kicks it out to the outside to Lowe as Evanston will reset. Wagstaff on the right side. Back to Holt, right wing. Wagstaff moving towards the top. Bounce pass to Amber Lowe. Kicks it right back to Taryn. 3-ball right side, short. Off of a few Lyman players, finally pulled down by Mandy Ayer. She's taking it from one end to the other. Tiana Pierce comes up, knocks the ball out of her possession, and it travels across the baseline. Evanston will have to play defense on their defensive side of the court. Tiana Pierce comes out, Taryn Holt comes out, and looks like we're going to get Cambry Brown and Stacia Barker back in there. Mandy Ayer floats pass over to Hanson. She drives in the lane, puts the shot up. It is rebounded by Cambry Brown, but they're going to say she dribbled it on the baseline. Lyman now ready to go. Hanson inbounds to Ayer. Her shot is short now. Evanston's taking it the other way. Amber Lowe across the timeline. Kicks it now over to Wagstaff, moving towards the top of the key. Back to Amber at the top. Good ball movement by Evanston, looking for a chance to score here. Long pass from Cambry Brown. Left wing towards Lowe, towards the right wing. Back to Brown, left wing. Wagstaff. Back to Lowe. Evanston just trying to penetrate this 3-2 zone that Lyman has put in there. Pass is intended for Stacia Barker, picked off by Mandy Ayer. She quickly kicks it over to Harris. Over to Hanson for a 3-ball top of the key. No good. It's just off the front iron. Wagstaff taking it the other way. 14-10 Lyman. No one has scored in the second quarter. 5:26 remaining here in the first half. Big change coming for Lyman. 3 girls checking into the scorer's table and 2 girls checking in for Evanston. Amber Lowe comes out. Zosha Novakowski comes in. Heidi Barton comes in, and Stacia Barker comes out. Evanston getting ready to inbound it on their offensive side of the court. Float pass Wagstaff to Barton around the Eagle on the center. Barton passes to Brown, and she's falling to the ground as she does it. Gets back up. Brown gets it right back to Heidi. Goes to Wagstaff. Finds a wide open Zosha Novakowski in the lane, and she finishes it off. First points of the second quarter go to Evanston, cutting the gap down to 2, 14-12. Air with Wagstaff on defense around the 10-foot line on the volleyball court here at Lyman High School. Kicks it now over to Rose. Now Hansen drives in there. Her shot is short. Pulled down by multiple players. They're going to call for a hold. So it will be a foul on Evanston. Waiting to see who it will be on. It'll be the first one on Mia Barker. So the sophomore picks up one. Quick inbound to Mandy Iyer. She takes a shot from the left of the free throw line, gets that one to fall. And it is now 16-12 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 4:40 left to go. Pass by Barton, picked off by Gross, and she gets called for a double dribble. Red Devils down by 4 with 4:36 remaining in the first half. Taryn Wagstaff inbounds to Bart. Around the 10-foot line on the volleyball court here at Lyman High School. Back over to Wagstaff, right side. Quick now over to Barton. Evanston just kind of moving the ball around. Over to Mia Barker driving in, back to Wagstaff. Cambry Brown, right side, long two, well over, rebounded by Mia Barker. She puts the shot up on the rebound and is fouled. She'll shoot 2. Chance to pull within 2 here. They currently trail by 4. First foul on Mackenzie Dickerson. First one from Mia is good. 16-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston down by 3. Next one from Barker is off the front iron, pulled down by Mandy Iyer for Lyman. Eagles taking it the other way. Mia Barker playing defense on her. The sophomore matching up well, keeping up with her stride, but for stride. Finding a wide open Gross, and she drives into the lane and puts the shot up, and it's good. 18-13 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Wagstaff gets a long pass from Brown, goes to Mia Barker. Her shot from left side of the lane is no good. Tempted rebound by Zosha Novakowski. And it will be a foul on the play. It is called on Charles E. Rose. That's 2 fouls on Rose. So Evanston will inbound it. Finds Zosha waiting in the lane. Her shot is no good off the front iron. And misses that one. Jump ball called after the tie-up on the rebound. Possession arrow pointed at Lyman, so they'll take it over. Bryce Hansen, long lob pass, looking for Mandy Iyer. She's wide open in the lane, kicks it back over to Gross. She will finish it off after it rattles around the wing a few times. So Charles E. Rose with her first 2 points of the game. 20-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 3:27 remaining in the first half. Wagstaff towards the top of the key. Drives into the lane, kicks it over to Maggie Moore on the left side. Back over to Lowe, who finds Zosha Novakowski, right side 3 off the back iron. It is deflected out of bounds by Lyman. Raven Heaton, the last one to touch it for the Eagles. Maggie Moore, long pass to inbound it to Amber Lowe, who's towards the top of the key, way up high though. Pass it to Wagstaff, picked off by Dickerson. She takes it the other way, kicks it over to Raven Heaton for a long 2 ball from the right elbow, and it's good. 22-13 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 2:50 remaining in the first half. Evanston down. Amber Lowe over to Maggie Moore. Finds Zosha Novakowski in the lane. She'll finish it off. 22-15. Lyman. Quick transition offense finds Mandy Ayer. Long two from the left elbow, pulled down by Novakowski. And Wagstaff takes it the other way. Timeout called by Coach Jeremy Fessler. We'll take it as well. Evanston trails on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 22-15 to Lyman on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
When shopping for a vehicle, it's important to have a good selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. It's also important to have a knowledgeable salesperson that listens, a finance team that helps you get the payment that matches your pocketbook, and a smart office staff that makes sure all the paperwork is done right. You can always rest assured knowing that our whole team is working for you. Auto Farm Chevrolet, stop in today. We're a community-driven dealer.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action live from Lyman. Tanner Newsom bringing you the handy camera work on mylocalradio.com. Red Devils girls varsity action right now. Boys will be immediately following. 2:25 left in the first half. Red Devils trail by 7. However, Evanston is in the bonus. So any foul on Evanston will result in free throws. Heidi Barton gets the inbound pass from Maggie Moore. She takes it across the timeline. Lob pass to Zosha Novakowski in the lane. Finishes it off. And there's that play again that we saw last night. Cuts the gap to 5. 22-17 with 2:11 and counting left to go. Hanson long past Mandy Ayer at the timeline. Ayer at the top of the key. Now drives into the lane. Puts up the shot from the right elbow. Pulled down by Stacia Barker. Evanston's got a chance to cut the gap down a little bit more. Heidi Barton goes across the timeline, bounces it over to Maggie Moore. She goes into the right elbow. 2-point shot is off the mark, rebounded by Zosha Novakowski, put back in there. Zosha makes it a 3-point game, 22-19 with 1:37 and counting in the first half. Mandy Ayer slows things down at the top of the key. Now kicks it over to Madison Harris. Back over to Gross, back to Harris, and now Hanson, the sophomore at the top, kicks back to Mandy Ayer. Harrison thought about taking it, but on the right wing, but kicks it back over to Ayer. Gross. Now to Mandy Ayer. Hanson, top of the key. All this still happening outside the arc. They're looking for a long shot. Evanston is playing good defense, keeping them from coming into that lane. Driving in is Dickerson, kicks it over to a wide open Harrison for 3, right side. Off target, deflected out of bounds, and it's Evanston basketball. Bradshaw's shot from the right wing is no good, and Evanston, with 57 seconds left in the half, trails by 3, a chance to cut that down before halftime. Stacia Barker, the sophomore, to inbound it for the Red Devils. Float pass to Mia Barker. She gets it. About 3 Lyman Eagles chasing her, and she gets it over to Stacia to cross the timeline. Back to Heidi Barton at the top key. Driving into the lane, looking for somewhere to go. Long pass to Taryn Holt. Stacia Barker now gets it in the lane. Double team back to Taryn Holt. 3-ball right side. And that is just short, pulled down by Stacia Barker, but she loses handle on the basketball. Taken the other way by Madison Harris. She now dribbles it over to the left wing. Kicks it over to Hanson, top of the key, 3 attempt, off the back iron, pulled down by Evanston. Heidi Barton taking it with 25 seconds left across the timeline. Taryn Holt looking for Zosha Novakowski in the lane, and it's out of bounds. Zosha couldn't corral it. She touches it. It goes out of bounds. Lyman takes over with 18.4 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Evanston down by 3. McKindle Dickerson to inbound it for Lyman. She finds Hanson. Taken across the timeline. 12 seconds left in the half. Bryce Hanson to Mandy Ayer, right elbow, trying to drive into the lane, shot up, and it is no good. pulled down by Camry Brown. 1 second left to go. Heidi Barton has to sprint, and there will be no shot before the buzzer. So at the half, 22-19 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston trails Lyman by 3 on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball. We'll be right back with our halftime show on KNYN 99.1 and live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Welcome to Lyman High School side of this matchup. Girls just hit halftime. Boys getting ready to tip off as soon as the girls end. It's time for your Evanston Red Devil halftime stats report. First for Lyman, Raven Heaton with 2 points. Mandy Ayer with 4. Hope Sennett with 2. Bryce Hansen with 5. Charles E. Rose with 2. And Hadley Gross with 4. For the Evanston Red Devils, Maggie Moore with a 3-ball in the first quarter. Mia Barker gets a free throw, and 15 points for Zosha Nowakowski. 7 in the first, 8 in the second. You heard from Coach Jeremy Fessler saying that Zosha was not feeling good. You would not be able to tell that from what she's done. We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Excellence in Evanston segment where we speak with someone exceptional in the community that represents the community exceptionally. This week, we had the pleasure of talking with Brian Hill and Miss Clarissa Cole of Evanston Speech and Debate. We'll hear from them when we come back on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
When someone says sleep apnea, it usually conjures up stereotype images. This is Dr. Jonathan Morgan. The fact is that sleep apnea affects people of all ages and occurs when there is an involuntary pause of breath during sleep. Are you always tired? At Arrowhead Dental, we offer oral appliance therapy as an effective, non-invasive treatment for certain types of sleep apnea. Schedule an appointment to take a simple in-home test. Visit arrowheaddentalwy.com today.
ELAN OLLIFF here with Mr. Hill and Miss Cole of Evanston Speech and Debate. Mr. Hill, last time we saw you guys were just getting ready to kick off the season. How's the season been going so far?
So far, we have been to 3 big tournaments, and our biggest by far was Cheyenne East High School, and our team is doing really well. We've got a lot of young kids who are starting to really learn what the event is about, and some of our varsity kids are starting to really compete well and know what they're doing for their pieces as well. and bring that to the level of competition. Wyoming is one of the harder states for speech and debate. It's a very competitive state, and so our kids are really learning how to compete at that level, and they're doing really well.
Ms. Cole, is there anything you'd like to add to what Mr. Hill just said?
No, but from a personal standpoint, my granddaughter is involved in speech and debate this year, and I'm watching her grow. Her grades are more important to her this year because she has to keep them up to compete. It has changed her to be involved in that kind of a competitive sport.
And the competition format for speech and debate is unique. Yes, you guys go all around the state and compete at meets. You guys are actually hosting a meet. But because of the nature of the competition, Evanston competitors are not allowed to compete at a home meet. So what is the best way for people to get out and support the Evanston speech and debate team?
That is one of the challenges that we faced. We don't have a home meet where someone can come and support or cheer on our students. And so what you can do is volunteer to judge a round or two, or 6 if you would like. We have volunteer opportunities for anyone who wants to help out. To judge a round, you simply sit in and watch students do just some amazing things with an interpretive event like poetry or drama, or a more formalized debate event, and you will determine who has done the best in that particular round and give feedback to these kids and see how they would do better next time. And if you come and judge for us, we can provide you a nice warm meal in a hospitality room and a wonderful experience seeing some of the best that Wyoming has to offer. Sometimes I think high school students get a little bit of a bad rap for just, they're teenagers and they are into all these things, and the older generation will always look down a little bit upon the next generation. This is an opportunity to see what these kids are truly capable of and see the best of the best. So please, if you are considering judging, please contact the high school. Please contact Evanston High School directly. Their phone number is 7890757.
And Ms. Cole, this is such a vital skill, I feel like, for kids nowadays, learning how to communicate, learning how to make themselves heard. What in your life has been probably the most powerful experience of speech kind of getting through and cutting through the masses and making a point?
When I was 10 years old, I grew up in Washington, D.C. My grandmother took me to Martin Luther King's March on Washington. And I remember seeing him, and I remember a lot of what he said. I was a teenager before I appreciated what a great thing it was that she took me. But I can remember him, and I can remember what he said. And what it's done for me is, in my life, his words and what he stood for have become a very important part of my life.
Thank you so much for that, Ms. Cole. Mr. Hill, looking forward to the competition here in Evanston next weekend, what kind of events will people be possibly judging?
Speech and Debate has 13 different events. There are 2 that students have to come up with a speech in a very limited amount of time. One of them is extemporaneous speaking, and the other is impromptu speaking. Then there are events where students have prepared speeches, whether it is an oratory, which is designed to persuade, or an informative speech. And then there are interpretive events where they will take the words of someone else, whether it be poetry or drama or a duo piece where you have 2 competitors on the stage at the same time. Then there are, of course, the debate events. We have congressional debate where it's a little bit of a mock Congress type situation where they're debating actual pieces of legislation written by the students, which is a really nice opportunity to see. And then there are 3 different formal debates that all have kind of their own unique format and topic. This month we're talking about We're talking about sanctions on Venezuela. We're talking about nuclear arms and the benefits of having them or reducing the United States nuclear arms. And then also we're talking about military aid to foreign countries. So those are our three topics this weekend or next weekend that you'll be able to see.
And a big thank you to Mr. Brian Hill and Clarissa Cole of the Evanston Speech and Debate team. If you would like to get on board and help out with that meet happening in Evanston and be a volunteer judge next weekend, remember the number to call for the high school is area code 307-789-0757. Again, that's 307-789-0757. Well, that timed out about perfectly because we are now ready for the third quarter. Evanston girls basketball varsity down by 3. According to my math, which can be correct every once in a while, Evanston scored 9 points in the second quarter while Lyman scored 8. So they outscored Lyman 9-8 in the second quarter after being outscored 14-10 in the first quarter. We'll see if Evanston is able to clear it all up and get back in the lead. They haven't led all game as Tanner Newsom ready to bring you the camera work. Here we go. Evanston inbounds it to Amber Lowe. Wagstaff on the left side. Maggie Moore left wing. Long pass intent for Lowe. Broken up by Dickerson. She goes from one end to the other, puts the shot up, and is good. But it looks like she drew the foul as well. Wagstaff tried to get there, plant her feet, but it didn't work out the way she was hoping. She didn't get her feet planted in time, so she'll pick up foul number 2. Dickerson picks up her first 2 points of the game, and it's 24-19. She'll hit the free throw to get the old school three-point play. 25-19 as Evanston trying to cut into that lead. Long pass, Heidi Barton, left side to Zosha. Looking for somewhere to go, now kicks it over to Amber Lowe, up high. She steps on the 10-foot line, now gives it over to Heidi Barton. Back over to Lowe. Red Devils trying to figure out where the weakness in this 3-2 defense is. Finds Zosha on the left wing. Back over to Heidi at the top of the key. Thought about driving into lane, now goes Amber Lowe on the right wing. Good defense there by Lyman. Wagstaff gets it, drives in from the top of the key. Left elbow shot is good, and Taryn Wagstaff is on the stat sheet. 25-21. Mandy Ayer bounces it over to Gross. Now we'll go over to Dickerson. Back to Ayer towards the top. Things slowing down for Lyman. Hand off to Charles E. Rose. Back over to Dickerson. She tries to drive into the lane. No, excuse me, that's Hanson. Now Dickerson gets a 3-ball from the right side, and it's good. Actually, that's a long 2. It will not count as a 3. Her foot was on the line. 27-21, the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Foul called. It'll be a hold on Lyman. The second foul on Dickerson. Amber Lowe was the foul player, so she'll shoot free throws. Still looking for her first points of the game. First one is up, and it is off the front iron. Amber Lowe now trying to get the first points for Evanston here in the second half. 27-21 with 6.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Lowe, second shot, hits the back iron, too strong. It is pulled down by Dickerson. Kicks it over to Ayer, and now she'll just take it across the timeline. Evanston setting up on a man-to-man defense. Top of the key. Float pass to Hanson. She drives into lane, puts the shot up, and draws the foul. Her shot was short and into the hands of Stacia Barker, but contact was made. They'll call the foul on the sophomore, and now Hanson will shoot free throws. First one is good. 28-21 as Hanson will shoot free throw number 2. Bryce Hanson, the sophomore, won the three-point contest at the Flaming Gorge Invite back in December And then they matched up against the gentleman that won from Cheyenne South, and she beat him. So she's one of the top 3-point shooters in the state. Sinks the second free throw like it's nothing. And it's now 29-21 with 6:11 and counting left to go. Big, hard defense put on by Lyman as Heidi Barton can't find the pass after the inbound, so she turns it over. Evanston now on defense to Lyman on the defensive side of the court. Mandiere gets it at the top of the key. Kicks it back over to Dickerson. Bradshaw wasn't expecting the pass, but she tries to go back to Dickerson. Dickerson can't pull it down, and Hansen runs over and gets it back. Back over to Dickerson. Drives into the lane aggressively. Shot is off the backboard. Pulled down by a bunch of players. It eventually ends out of bounds. They'll say that Lyman touched it last. Stacia Barker to inbound it for Evanston. Heidi Barton gets it and immediately launches it over to Zosha Novakowski. She drives into the lane looking for Cambry Brown on the right elbow, and it's off of the fingertips of a player. They're going to say it's an Evanston player, and we're going the other way. Mandiere taking the basketball forward across the timeline for the Eagles. Now she'll find Bradshaw. Good defense by Cambry Brown. Floats it over to Dickerson. Floats it right back to Hansen in the lane. Puts the shot up with 3 or 4 Red Devils surrounding her. And she gets that one to fall. Bryce Hansen puts them up 31-21, up by 10. Lyman, 5:06 remaining in the third quarter. Cambry Brown trying to find Stacia Barker. Picked off by Hansen. And Mandiere is taking it the other way. And Lyman drives forward. Charles E. Rose fouled. So she'll shoot free throws. It'll be the second one on Stacia Barker. First one is off the iron and no good. So Stacia picks up her second one. Charles E. Rose misses the first free throw. Next one to Charles E. And Charles E. misses the second one off the iron. Rebounded by Evanston. 31-21, 4:48 remaining in the third quarter. Barton at the top of the key. Launches one over to Mia Barker on the right wing. Hansen playing tough defense. Long pass back to Holt, over to Lowe. At the top of the key, goes right back to Barton. All this happening up high. Evanston just trying to find a way to get in and score here. Lowe, she tries to drive into the lane. Bounce pass to Mia Barker. Right elbow shot off of the back iron. Rebounded by Tiana Pierce. Kicks it back over to Heidi Barton, and she gets called for a travel. 4:22 remaining in the third quarter. 31-21. Lyman leads. Caroline Bradshaw inbounds it to Hansen. Now over to Harris. Trying to find Bradshaw in the lane. She puts the shot up, and it's deflected out of bounds on Evanston. Lyman to inbound it. Finds a shot from the right elbow for Harris, and it is no good. Pulled down by Barton, and Barton's taking it the other way. Shot for Evanston is good, and Evanston pulls it down. Hits the shot, and it's 31-23. Ending a run for Lyman. 3:38 remaining. Caroline Bradshaw on the right wing now kicks it over to Sennett. Inside to Cross, and her shot in the lane is deflected out of bounds by, looked like, Tiana Pierce. So now Taryn Waxapp will come in for Amber Lowe. Mandy Air will come in for Charles E. Rose, and Bradshaw comes in for Lyman, and the shot from Lyman is no good. Pulled down by Mia Barker. We're going the other way. Evanston with a chance to cut this lead down. 3:18 left to go. Wagstaff moving towards the top, over to Taryn Holt, finding Tiana Pierce on the left elbow. She's pushed, and it looks like that will be on Mandy Air. We will wait to see what the scoreboard indicates. No, it will be the third foul, on Hadley Gross. I want to apologize. Number 14 is not McKendall Dickerson. It is Sage Bradshaw. Evanston, long inbound pass to Barton. Moving towards the top key, kicks it now over to Wagstaff. Driving into the lane, then thinks better of it, kicks it right back to Heidi at the top. Taryn Holt, left wing, drives in, left elbow, puts the shot up, hits the front iron, rolls around. Trying to pull it down is Sienna Ellingford, but it's Mandy Air who wins the battle. Hard foul after a good pick set up there by Hope Sinnett. Tiana Pierce didn't see it and runs right into her. That'll be the third foul on Tiana. 2:49 left to go in the third quarter, 31-23. Hanson over to Sage Bradshaw. Back over to Bryce Hanson, deflected away by Wagstaff. Long pass to Air in the lane, and she gets called for a travel. Mia Barker comes in, Tiana Pierce comes out. 2:31 left in the third, 31-23. Evanston down to Lyman. Hope Sennett comes out and Caroline Bradshaw comes in. Heidi Barton driving forward. Good jump pass over to Mia Barker, finding Wagstaff on the right elbow. Hard defense being played there by Harris. Goes back to Barton. Now they find Wagstaff in the left elbow, and she gets a foul. It'll be on Lyman as she got pushed. It'll be on Bryce Hanson. That is her first foul of the game. Pretty clean game played by the sophomore, who leads the team in all scoring. Coming out, Madison Harris for Lyman. Inbound to Sienna Ellingford. Bounce pass, Heidi Barton on the left side. Back over to Sienna, left wing. Driving into the lane after the pass from Ellingford is Barton. Kicks it to Wagstaff, right side three, off the front iron. Pulled down by a sky-high Mia Barker. She bounces it right back to Wagstaff, who goes Ellingford, left elbow, finds the glass in the net. Sienna Ellingford with her first points of the game, and it's 25-31. Down by 6 with 1:44 left to go, Evanston. Sage Bradshaw, her shot in the lane is denied. Picked up by Heidi Barton. She goes from one end to the other. Drives into the lane, puts the shot up, nearly gets the ball stuck between the rim and the backboard, but it falls into the waiting arms of Sage Bradshaw, who drives it across the lane, or the timeline for Lyman, and the ball ends up out of bounds. Last one to touch it would be Evanston on the defense. 1:28 remaining. Big check-in coming for the Red Devils. Zosha coming in. So too is Amber Lowe, Maggie Moore, Sienna Ellingford, Heidi Barton, and Taryn Holt staying in there. Sienna Ellingford staying in. It'll be Mia Barker coming out. Hanson inbounds it to Air. 3-ball right side, hits the rim, pulled down by Charles E. Rose. Her shot is off, and then rebounded herself. She gets fouled after the self-rebound. It'll be the first foul on Sienna Ellingford. So Charles E. Rose will now see if that foul can pay off. Inbound to Mandy Air. Back to Bryce Hanson. Right elbow just on the verge of the lane. 3-ball at the top by Rose, and it's actually a long 2. 33-25 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston trails here with 1 minute flat left in the third quarter. Taryn Wagstaff, long pass to Zosha Novakowski, right wing. Coming over to the top, back to Wagstaff. Long two by Sienna Ellingford, hits the edge of the backboard, rebounded by Wagstaff. She shoots from the free throw line, and it's good. Driving forward, Lyman. Rose with the shot, or excuse me, Hanson with the shot, short. Rebounded by Wagstaff. 27-33, kicks it over to Lowe. Evanston Downs with 25 seconds left to go here in the third quarter on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston holding for that final shot. 17 seconds left to go. And Zosha found a way into the lane, and she does just that. Puts up the shot in the lane and gets it to go. Inbound pass by Lyman, nearly intercepted by Taryn Wagstaff. 11 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 24-33 after Zosha picks up what is her 17 points. Foul called, though. I didn't see the number on who it was on. And it looks like Coach, and a technical foul was just called on Evanston. It looks like it's going to be on Coach Fessler. Coach was having a conversation with the referee, and as Hanson will shoot the first free throw, and it's good. So Evanston receives the technical foul, and it's now 34-29. Make that now 35-29. Next one is good, 36. So Bryce Hanson has hit 3 in a row. She gets one more. And she hits that one as well. 37-29, the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. And because of the technical foul, Lyman will keep the basketball. 11 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Timeout called. We'll take it as well. Evanston down 37-29 on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Welcome back to Lyman. Evanston down 37-29 with 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Evanston just received a technical foul. Bryce Hanson hit 4 free throws, and now Lyman will hold for the final shot. Mandy Ayer on the right wing, driving forward, gets it over to Bryce Hanson. Still on the right wing. Sheecha attempts to go into the lane. 3-ball right side is well short, and it's going to be the buzzer. So, 3/4 of the way through, it's 37-29 Lyman on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back with quarter number 4 when we come back on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Evanston down 37-29 to Lyman. Start the fourth quarter. We'll put 8 minutes on the clock, and we'll do it all one more time. Red Devils down by 8. And this last quarter was definitely the Lyman quarter. Multiple runs by Lyman. It was 25-21 Lyman, and then they went on looks like a 10-0 run. Impressive run there for the Eagles homestanding here at Lyman High School. Evanston will inbound the ball to start the fourth quarter with Lyman in the bonus. Heidi Barton gets it across the timeline. Going to the top of the key. Now kicks it right back to Amber Lowe around the 10-foot line on the volleyball court here at Lyman High School. Back to Heidi Barton. Zosha Novakowski, right wing. Pass intended for Lowe, picked off by Sage Bradshaw. And now Lyman will take it the other way. They're going to go for their own offensive shot. Kicks it over to Mandy Ayer on the right wing. They decide to go back to Hanson towards the top. 3-ball from Caroline Bradshaw, excuse me, is off the mark. Evanston will now take it the other way. Heidi Barton now kicks it over to Sienna Ellingford. She gets called for a travel around the free throw line. Hanson to inbound it for Lyman. Long pass looking for Air. She chases it down before it crosses the baseline. Then she tries to bat it back out. Picked up by Sienna Ellingford. She's going from end to end. Can she finish it off? Yes! What a play there by Sienna Ellingford. That might be your Dr. McKay Franken precision play of the game. 37-31. After the long pass by Hanson, Air can't chase it down. It's deflected back the other way by Evanston, and Ellingford is there to pick it up and finish it off for the Red Devils. Sage Bradshaw tries to find Hanson, deflected out of bounds by Evanston. Heidi Barton was the person to play the defense there, as Sienna will come out, Taryn Wagstaff will come in. Inbound Hanson goes to Air. Holding the ball for a while. Air moves to the top of the key, looking for somewhere to go. Kicks it over to Hanson, who is not able to get it. It's out of bounds. Tried to find Hanson in the lane on the runner, but Hanson looked like she was a little bit behind that play, and the trap goes out of bounds. Barton goes to the 10-foot line on the volleyball court. Back to Lowe on the right wing. Heidi again, this time at the top of the key. Bounces it over to Amber Lowe for Evanston. She drives into the lane, right elbow shot put up, and she's fouled. So Amber Lowe will shoot free throws. 0 for 2 for Amber at the stripe today. Would love to erase that. Pull within 4. First shot. Good. So Lowe now makes it 32-37. Deep breath from Amber. Puts the shot up, and it's good. She hit both of them. They needed that. 37-33, Evanston climbing back into this one. Sage Bradshaw gets it across the timeline. Amber Lowe in tow. The Lyman Eagles on offense. Evanston on defense. Good defense by Amber Lowe, and forces Sage Bradshaw to step on the sideline. Evanston gets the ball back, down by 4 with 6:06 remaining in the fourth quarter. Heidi Barton across the timeline. Over to Amber Lowe up top. Driving into the lane, Lowe puts the shot up, off the glass and good. Amber Lowe is coming alive in the fourth quarter. 35-37. Lyman leads it. Sage Bradshaw over to Rose. Back to Sage for Lyman. Mandy Ayer, top of the key. Driving into the left, trying to find Bryce Hanson. It's off of her fingertips, but she is able to chase it down, but she has to go all the way to the left wing to get it. Hanson goes for the shot from the left elbow. Rebounded by Mandy Ayer, and she's fouled on the shot. We'll see who the call is on. It looks like it will be on Stacia. Stacia Barker, sophomore, picks up her 3rd foul. Mandy Ayer to shoot free throws. First one is off the front iron, rattles around and hits the hardwood here at Lyman. So no good. 37-35 Lyman. Evanston have opened this third quarter on a 4-0 run. Would love to keep it that way. Air, second free throw is good. 38-35. Evanston trails with 5:24 remaining in the third quarter. Jump pass over to Zosha on the right wing. Over to Heidi Barton towards the top, back to Wagstaff. Evanston just working the ball around as Wagstaff drives in the lane, kicks it back over to Barton towards the top. Long pass, Zosha, left elbow, yes! Excuse me, that's Stacia Barker, not Zosha. And Stacia now makes it a 1-point game. 38-37. Eagles work fast. Sage Bradshaw puts the shot up, and it is taken away by Evanston, but they can't handle it. So the ball gets right back to Lyman. Timeout called by Lyman. Will take it as well. Evanston on a roll here in the fourth quarter, trailing by 1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 38-37. We'll be right back on this first make presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Evanston on a roll here in the fourth quarter. They trail 38-37. Amber Lowe with 4 points, Sienna Ellingford with 2, and Stacia Barker with 2. Coach Jeremy Fessler drawing up the play for his starters, knowing that they very well could have a chance to win this game and go into the conference season against Green River next Thursday with a record just shy of 500. They currently come in with a 4-6 record, would love to make it 5-6 as they take on the Wolves to open up conference play. Inbound by the Eagles. Bounces it over to Hansen. Standing right around the 10-foot line on the volleyball court here at Lyman. Passes to Mandy Air. She gets the shot up and is fouled. Shot bounces below the rim. And now Air will shoot 2, and Taryn Wagstaff is fouled out. So Amber Lowe will come in for, or Maggie Moore, excuse me, will come in for her, as Air's first free throw is good. Stretches the lead to 2, 39-37, 4:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. Next one is good from Air. And now the lead is out to 3. Caroline Bradshaw in now for Lyman. Stacia looking for the inbound, kicks it over to Barton. Long pass to Amber Lowe. She's going to get across the timeline. Evanston's got numbers, 3-on-2. Bounces it over to Zosha, puts the shot up from the right elbow, misses it, pulled down by Stacia Barker. She can't get it. Pulled down by Zosha. She puts the shot up and is fouled. No, she's not fouled. It is going to be on Evanston. They just called, or no, it is on Lyman, but they wanted a foul on the shot. They're going to say it was on the drive. So Evanston doesn't get it. Anyway, that is the second foul on Hansen as Evanston commits a travel. The referees in the seats in red are not happy with the call, but the referees on the court made it, so they're going to have to do it. Pass over to Air, around the timeline. She kicks it back over to Bradshaw. Driving in, Hansen from the lane, no good. Rebounded by Lyman, kicks over Mandy Air. That shot is too strong, traveling out of bounds, but it is picked up by Evanston. Heidi Barton going the other way, sprinting across the hardwood, and she gets called for and she gets pushed. We'll see who the foul is on. It'll be the third one on Sage Bradshaw. Inbound to Zosha Novakowski. She can't get a hold of it, but she runs back and gets it. Kicks it over to Amber Lowe. Right elbow. Beautiful patience there by Lowe. Her shot is missed. Rebound by Zosha. She finishes it off. Zosha Novakowski now makes it 40-39. Quick inbound over to Lyman. From the elbow, Hadley Gross finishes it up herself. This one is going back and forth, 39-42. 3:32 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Maggie Moore to Amber Lowe around the top. Heidi Barton trying to drive into the lane, but there's nothing there for her, so she kicks it right back to Amber. Zosha calling for it. 3-ball, Barton, yes! Heidi Barton at the top of the key hits a big 3-ball, and that might be the biggest play of the game. It is knotted up 42-all. Lyman drives forward with 3 minutes left. Hansen at the top of the key. Float pass to Air. Good defense by Zosha, but it's over. The double team of Evanston and in for Mandy Air. 44-42. Amber Lowe saying, let's slow it down and let's run the set. 2:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. Heidi Barton drives in, kicks it over to Zosha Novakowski on the right wing. Playing defense is Hansen. Bounces it over to Amber Lowe. Being told to take it towards the top by Coach Dave DeRue. Now kicks it over to Barton. Back over to Stacia on the left wing. Back to Amber Lowe. 3-ball at the top. Yes! Amber Lowe hits the 3-ball and Evanston goes up 45-44. No timeout called. Evanston with their first, I think that is their first lead of the game. Yes. According to my running score, this is the first time Evanston has been able to get out in front. Inbound is botched by Lyman. Barton with a shot from the left elbow, no good, and now Lyman takes it the other way. 2:10 left to go. Red Devils up by 1. 2:08. Ball is down. Timeout on the court. It looks like she's about to lose it. Timeout called Lyman. We'll take it as well. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left. Evanston leads on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard 45-44 on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY and 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
For the first 30 minutes of this game, Lyman has held the lead. But now with 2 minutes, 6 seconds left, Evanston has their first lead of the game thanks to a 3-ball by Amber Lowe. Red Devils definitely coming through when they need it to happen. I mean, you got 3 balls this quarter by Amber Lowe, Heidi Barton. You also got Sienna Ellingford, who went on that beautiful running play after the pass was disrupted to kind of start this run. Evanston going back and forth with Lyman. This is not in the middle of a run. This has been a very contested fourth quarter. Hansen looking for Mandy Air, and she's fouled in the lane. It will be I think the first foul, yes, on Zosha Novakowski. And you get the feeling that we're going to be shooting free throws for a little bit longer. Mandy Air, first shot. Good. She ties it up. Chance to go out in front for Lyman. 2:02 remaining. We are not even close to being done. Air second shot, rattles around, pulled down by Zosha Novakowski. She now kicks it over to Sienna Ellingford, who goes to Heidi Barton. Evanston and Lyman tied 45-all, less than 2 minutes left to go. 2:52 and counting exact. Lowe at the top of the key, now over to Barton. She bounces it back to Amber. Evanston looking for somewhere to go. Heidi Barton Goes to the top of the lane, now kicks it right back to Amber. Evanston going to run the set. 3-ball, Heidi Barton, yes! Heidi Barton comes through big time. It is now 48-45 Evanston thanks to the 3-ball by Barton. Hansen kicks it over to Sage Bradshaw for 3, and that one hits the backboard and goes in. That one looked like it was off balance, and it's 48 all. What a game here in Lyman on January 18th, 2020. Heidi Barton now kicks it over to Amber Lowe. Tough defense played by Lyman. Lowe driving into the lane. She's got 4 of the Lyman girls on her. Kicks it over to Heidi Barton at the top of the key. She's got the hot hand at the moment. Kicks it back over to Amber. Back to Heidi, moving over to her left. Bounces it over to Zosha Novakowski in the left wing. Long pass back to Amber. Triple teamed right now by Lyman. 47 seconds left. They're holding for what could be the final shot of the game if they can hold it long enough. Amber Lowe driving into the lane. Now kicks it over to Barton for 3. That one is off of the iron. Rebounded by Stacia Barker in the lane. She kicks it over to Barton again. Right shot from the elbow, no good. Pulled down by Lyman. We're going the other way. 26 seconds left to go. Timeout call. No, not timeout call. Foul. Was it timeout or foul? It looked like one of the Lyman players were signaling for a hold. Either way, we're going to keep it right here. 25.9 seconds left to go. 48-48 here in the fourth quarter. Check your pulses, Evanston. This is going to be a bumpy ride all the way to the finish. Win, lose. Evanston have come out and shown that they may be decimated by sickness. Zosha Novakowski, you would not know it. She has 19 points, her best performance of the season. And I was told by Coach Jeremy Fessler she was hacking up a lung before the game, and she is coming on big time. What can you say, though, about Mandy Ayers? She's got 6, 7, 8, 9 points in this game so far. But the Red Devils being carried by Zosha Novakowski, although they're really kicking it in the fourth quarter. You've got Amber Lowe with 7 points, Heidi Barton with 6 points in the fourth quarter. Here we go. 25.9 seconds left. Evanston will have to play that defense we talked about with Coach Jeremy Fessler before the game in order to give themselves a chance to win this in the waning seconds of the fourth quarter or in overtime. Sage Bradshaw inbounds it to Mandy Ayers. She's holding it for a long time, looking for their star player, Hansen. Good defense by Zosha. Timeout called again by Lyman. 17.5 seconds left. Zosha Novakowski all over Bryce Hansen, causing Coach Jason Hansen to call that timeout. Again, we're going to keep it right here. 17.5 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Tie ball game, 48 all. When this one does end, we will have the boys taking on Lyman. And if the boys can match this is going to be this type of game. I may not survive to see the end of it. I might have a heart attack from all the great play and excitement and tension that we've seen from the games. Here we go, 17.5 seconds remaining. Evanston, Lyman, tied at 48. Take a deep breath. Compose yourself, because here we go. Sage Bradshaw inbounds to Mandy Ayers. 16 seconds left. She's around the timeline. Finally crosses it. Zosha Novakowski playing defense on her. Kicks it over to Hansen, and it is deflected out of bounds. Evanston ball with 7.9 seconds left. Timeout called by Jeremy Fessler. We will take it as well. Evanston with 7.9 seconds left. Tie ball game. The wild conclusion to this one when we come back on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
48-48, 7.9 ticks of the clock left in the fourth quarter. Evanston just forced Lyman to throw the ball out of bounds on Lyman's offensive side of the court. Then Jeremy Fessler called a timeout, and Evanston will have a chance to possibly win this one, or we're going to overtime. I got to be honest, I'm shaking a little bit. What an exciting game we've seen. Evanston did not get a lead in this game till 2 minutes left. Lyman has played them step for step, and now we've got a good one about to finish up here. Zosha Novakowski will inbound it for Evanston. Over to Heidi Barton. 7 seconds left. Here we go. She sprints across the timeline. Gets it over to Amber Lowe. Tries to drive into the lane. Over to Zosha in the lane. Puts the shot up. It's good. Evanston wins. As the buzzer goes off, and the Red Devils win it. 50-48. The scoreboard is updated in Evanston. What a play. I'm telling you right now, that is your Dr. McKay Precision play of the game. Wow. We're going to take a break, we'll catch our breath, but when we come back, we're going to have the post-game show for that one, and then the boys on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball. Your final score, 50-48, Evanston at the buzzer on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
An infected tooth can cause discomfort and serious harm to your health. At Wyoming Dental Specialties, endodontist Dr. Leslie Walker understands the complexities removing infected tissues from inside the tooth, which is one reason why you can trust him to provide endodontic treatment and root canal therapy. With a skilled staff and state-of-the-art technology in our office, we help save your smile and improve your overall dental health. Call today to schedule your appointment, 307-789-5608.
It is time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, and we got a lot to unpack here. Evanston came in after beating Mountain View by 31-30 at the Evanston Gymnasium last night. And wondering if there could be more? Well, the answer is yes. Lyman led for the first 30 minutes of this game. And let me remind you, each quarter is 8 minutes, so there are 32 minutes in a game. With 2 minutes left, Evanston takes the lead 45-44, and it goes back and forth until Evanston makes Lyman throw the ball out of bounds right before the 7-second mark. Coach Jeremy Fessler calls timeout. They drop a beautiful play, kick it over to Amber Lowe on the right side, drives into the lane, finds Zosha Novakowski right under the basket, who puts the shot up right before the buzzer goes off for the win. And that is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. Remember, Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. Again, Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. It's time for your Red Devil post-game stat report. First for Lyman, 2 points for Raven Heaton, 9 for Mandy Ayer, 2 for Charles E. Rose, 8 for Sage Bradshaw, and 6 for Hadley Gross, led by Bryce Hansen with 10 points. And then for Evanston, everyone contributed. I think everyone contributed. 3 for Maggie Moore, 7 for Amber Lowe, 6 for Heidi Barton, 4 for Taryn Wagstaff, 4 for Sienna Ellingford, 1 for Mia Barker, she hits a free throw, 2 for Stacia Barker, and 21 for Zosha Novakowski. And that takes us to our Dr. McKay Franklin precision play of the game. And there is no question. Amber Lowe with a precision pass to Zosha as they both played that one perfectly. Coach Jeremy Fessler talked about how Zosha, if she can get in the lane, she is as close to automatic as possible. She does just that. Amber runs the plays exactly as it's drawn. So for that, we're going to go ahead and give it to Amber Lowe and Zosha Novakowski for the combination to win the game. Your final score in the girls' game, Evanston 50, Lyman 48. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will set the scene for the boys' matchup on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
A pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
School. It's the right path indeed, where we learn to read and learn to write. School's the ticket to reach new heights. We make new friends, learn social skills, art, foreign language, music, and more. Science, technology, engineering, math, history, and health in that PE class. With computers and books and teachers and more, our brains will grow and our dreams will soar. So do whatever it takes to never miss school, because a great education, why, that's really cool. My friends, be cool. Go to school.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project finished just right. TheLittlestWoodShop.com offers tutorials on Facebook to teach you new techniques and fun ideas for crafting. Follow us on Facebook so you're notified each time we post a new tutorial. Plus, get all your supplies for each project at TheLittlestWoodShop.com. We sell individual project supplies, kits for group projects, and we sell bulk wholesale crafting supplies. Visit TheLittlestWoodShop.com today.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Let's go and set the scene for the boys matchup. Evanston comes in here still looking for that first win as they went down to Mountain View. Final score 48-43 last night. Today, the Lyman Eagles get ready to come in and defend a 6-4 record. Their last game was a non-JV opponent against Star Valley, and they lost that one. So we're going to say Douglas was their last real competition. 73-61 the score at that one as they beat Douglas. They are allowing just around 58 points per game, but they are scoring just over 60 points per game. That's good enough for fourth place in the 3A this year. For Evanston, they are allowing just over 68 points per game and scoring just over 49 points per game, but those are also kind of slightly inflated as we haven't taken into account, the games that they've played as of late on the last stat printout. Let's go and review our Wild Preps rankings for boys. And falling one spot, Laramie, number 2 in the state in team defense, averaging just over 47 points per game. Christian Mickelson leads them at 15 points per game. Number 4, falling 2 spots all the way down from number 2, the Sheridan Broncos. Number 2 in state in team rebounding, averaging just around 34 rebounds per game. Gus Wright, the 5th best scorer in the state, leads them, scoring just over 18 points per game. At number 3, holding their spot, the Thunder Basin Bolts, one of only 2 teams to hold their spot in the rankings this week. Number 1 offense in the state, but we saw that firsthand. That's not surprising. They are scoring just under 76 points per game. Blaine Allen leads them around 16 points per game, making a huge jump all the way from number 5, the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds. Number 2 team shooting percentage in the state, around 47%. Xavier McCord leads them, averaging 15 points per game, and then holding their spot at number 1, and no one's surprised as they have yet to lose a game. The Cheyenne Central Indians, number 1 in the state in shooting percentage, rebounds, and defense. Nathaniel Talich, the number 4 best scorer in the state, averaging just over 19 points per game, leads them. We're going to go and take a break. When we come back, we will have our interview, our discussion, actually with about 1:44. They've actually put less time on here than I anticipated. So we're going to go ahead and go right into our discussion with Evanston coach Lex Cornea on this first big presentation of Red Devil basketball.
ELAN OLLIFF here with Coach Lex Cornea, head boys coach for Evanston basketball. Coach Cornea, you guys come in here to Lyman, still looking for that first victory. Last night, go down to Mountain View, final score 48-43. Some good defense played by Evanston, though, especially late. Braden Walk was just to seem to be on fire, and there's not much you can do about it when he catches fire.
Yeah, I was actually really proud of a lot of the things our guys did last night. A lot of issues that have really plagued us through the season, turnovers and defense. We addressed much better last night, and against a very good team. I mean, you know, I know Mountain View might be 4th in 3A, but we've seen a lot of the best 3As in Rollins and in Moreland, and Mountain View is going to be right there. Braden Walk is a special player. He would belong on the floor with any of the teams we've seen this season. That includes Central, East, Sheridan, Campbell County, Thunder Basin. Like he fits with them. So, I mean, the struggle right now is just keeping our heads up. You know, you can only tell guys, hey, it's early. Hey, it's a process. It hasn't counted yet so long. They were really disappointed last night, but you know, we told them after the game, hey, we're very, very proud of your effort. You guys addressed some things. You were right there. You know, this team really only has one place to go and up, but I think it's a team that can get to those places. You know, we got Lyman today and then Green River next week, and I actually think that we're positioned fairly well for an 0-11 team.
All right, we're going to have to actually dump out of that interview early. You can catch the rest of that interview later on. We'll play that during halftime. Let's go ahead and look at our starters. First, for the Lyman Eagles, you have number 4, Jet Dickerson, a junior, averaging around 8.5 points per game. Number 5, Alex Bradshaw, a sophomore, averaging just over 9 points per game. Number 10, Andrew Housekeeper, leads the team with just under 15 points per game. Number 20, Preston Brewer, just over 12 points per game. Number 21, Carter Smith, just over 6 points per game. For Evanston, number 2, they're going to send out the senior, number 2, Casey Perriman, averaging around 2 points per game. Number 3, David Baxter, just under 8 points per game. Number 4, Burke Thomas, just averaging around 7 points per game. Dawson Crofts, who had a good game last night. Number 10, the senior, averaging around 11 points per game. And Mason Ellingford leading the team, number 32, the senior, with 13.3 points per game. So we'll go ahead and reset the clock, reset the scoreboard, and most importantly, reset our pulses after that barn burner the girls gave us. And now we'll see if Evanston, the boys, can match it. Red Devils huddled on the free throw line on their side of the court, getting whatever last words in they need to prepare for this victory, as the Red Devils looking for victory number 1, and they would love to get this victory tonight, springboard them into the conference season against Green River. As Evanston gets ready to play this game at 7 o'clock on a Saturday night here in Lyman. Evanston coached by Lex Cornea, Lyman coached by Kevin Lewick. Here we go, meeting at half court will be Preston Brewer and Mason Ellingford. Evanston in their red aways with white numerals, Evanston across the chest, Lyman, white homes, won by Lyman, and the Eagles will start. Andrew Housekeeper, the lone senior on the starting lineup. Kicks it over to Carter Smith on the right side. Back to Housekeeper at the top of the key with Ellingford playing defense. Back over to Housekeeper. Now we'll go to Preston Brewer, right side. Good defense right here by Evanston. Driving into the lane, Lyman kicks it over to Carter Smith for 3-ball from the left wing, and it's good. So Carter Smith opens up the scoring. 3-0 Lyman. Burke Thomas pass to Ellingford, nearly intercepted by Jet Dickerson. But it is out of bounds and into the scores table. Ellingford to inbound it for the Red Devils. 3-0 with 7:20 left to go. He goes to Burke Thomas. Burke, the junior, kicks it over to David Baxter on the left wing. Back to Dawson Crofts, left side three. Almost as it hits the rim. Pulled down by Lyman. But he steps on the baseline. Evanston's going to keep it on their side of the court. Burke Thomas will inbound it for the Red Devils. 7:07 remaining in the first quarter. 3-0 Lyman. Inbound to Mason Ellingford, who takes it to the left wing. Back to David Baxter, goes quickly to Perriman. Evanston just moving the basketball around, trying to figure out how to penetrate this 2-3 zone that Lyman's throwing at him. David Baxter around the top of the key. Kick it over to Burke Thomas, who thought about taking a three. Drives into the lane, kicks it over to David Baxter. He now drives into the paint, puts the shot up off of the backboard. He gets his own rebound and puts it in right this time. David Baxter gets the first 2 points for Evanston. 3-2 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 6:36 remaining in the first quarter. Housekeeper tries to find Bradshaw, but gets into a tussle with Dawson Crofts as they are both going for the basketball. They will say it is I believe a jump ball, so Evanston will now take it the other way. Dawson Crofts inbound it for the Red Devils. Dawson tells Ellingford to come forward to take the inbound, and he does that, and Ellingford goes right across court back to Crofts, who takes it into the left elbow, kicks it over to David Baxter around the top of the key. Back over to Burke Thomas on the right side. Pass to David Baxter, who's got the lone points. Runs in 3-2 with 6:05 remaining in the first quarter. Driving in, Burke Thomas, but double teamed is Burke. Now he kicks it over to Dawson Crofts, who puts the one-hand shot up from the free throw line, and it's well short and out of bounds. Timeout called by Lex Cornea. We'll take it as well. 3-2 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on mylocalradio.com and KNYN 99.1.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
In the early going of this one, Evanston trails 3-2 as Lyman getting ready to defend home court. Bounces it over to Housekeeper. Now over to Carter Smith. Right back to Housekeeper, finding a wide open Dickerson on the right elbow, puts the shot up, and he's fouled. Jet Dickerson will force Casey Perriman to commit his first foul. And we'll see if Lyman can extend the lead. They lead 3-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 5:40 left in the first quarter. First shot from Dickerson is good. Extends the lead to 4 to 2. Trying to extend the lead to 3 if he can make this next one. Dickerson's free throw is off the iron, rebounded by David Baxter. He looks like he's going to try. David tries to get the pass off, but it's deflected out of bounds by Lyman. So Evanston will inbound it. Dawson Crofts gets it. Dawson slowing things down, goes to Perriman. Now David Baxter right back to Dawson, who works his way to the right wing. Bounces right back to Baxter at the top of the key. Burke Thomas up high. Now back to Crofts. Baxter tries to find Mason Ellingford in the paint, but pass is errant, rebounded by Lyman. Housekeeper takes it across the timeline. Andrew Housekeeper now kicks it over to Brewer. Back to Housekeeper. To Bradshaw, 3-ball off the back iron, pulled down by Casey Perriman. He goes to David Baxter, who goes into the lane, gets the shot up, and it's fouled. Makes a few fancy moves, gets the shot up, gets it to fall, and 1 for David Baxter. Ties the game, and now Evanston with a chance for their first lead. First foul on Carter Smith. First one from Baxter is good. Evanston's got the lead. 5-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And it's all been Baxter. Housekeeper around the 10-foot line on the volleyball court at Lyman. Finds a wide open Brewer in the lane, who puts the shot up, and it's good. 6-5 Lyman. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. Burke Thomas gets it. Drives into the lane, and now kicks it over to Dawson Crofts at the top of the key. He goes into the lane, bounces it over to Mason Ellingford behind about 2 Lyman defenders, and Mason will finish it off. 7-6 Red Devils. Housekeeper bounces it now over to Dickerson. Back to Brewer. Long pass to Smith. Bradshaw, left side 3, good. Alex Bradshaw with his first 3-ball of the game, and it's now 9-7 Lyman as Mason Ellingford runs over a Lyman player. And it'll be his first foul of the game. So now Lyman will get it right back. Housekeeper looking for somewhere to go. Good defense by Casey Perriman. Kicks it now over to Smith. Hand off to Brewer. Good defense by David Baxter. He drives into the lane. Now over to Bradshaw. Back to Housekeeper. Top of the key 3. And that one off the back iron. It's headed out of bounds. Pulled down by Bradshaw. He'll hand it over to Housekeeper. They're just going to reset and try something different. He tries to go through 2 Red Devil players. He does. He moves to the right wing. Now kicks it over to Smith. He moves over to the top, and there's a stoppage of play called. It will be on Evanston. The first one on David Baxter. Looks like he grabbed him is what they're saying. Jet Dickerson to inbound it to Housekeeper. Coming in for is McCoy Smith for Lyman, as well as Braxton Bradshaw. Kicks it over to Dickerson for 3, rattles around the rim, and it is out of bounds. Last one to touch it, Lyman. Brewer tried to get the rebound, but he couldn't corral it, and now Evanston gets another chance at it. 9-7, the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Burke Thomas deep in their own defensive court, trying to get across the timeline. He does with the pass to Cross. David Baxter on the right wing, driving into lane, back to Dawson. He comes into the lane, puts the shot up from the right elbow, rattles around, rebounded by Mason Ellingford. He puts the shot up, and he misses it, gets the rebound, jump ball called. Possession arrow pointed at Lyman, or excuse me, at Evanston. So Evanston will retain it. 9-7 with 2:43 remaining in the first one. 3-ball, Dawson Crofts right side, off target, rebounded by Bradshaw. Braxton Bradshaw goes from one end to the other and finishes it off. And that was a big play there for Lyman. 11-7, the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 2:25 remaining in the first quarter. Burke Thomas bounces it over to Mason Ellingford. He drives into the lane from the right. Kicks it back to Burks. 3 on the right side. Yes! Burke Thomas hits that 3 and narrows the gap to 1. 11-10 Lyman on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 2:06 in the first quarter left. Hand off to McCoy Smith. He gets fouled as there's a hold called on Burke Thomas. Looks like the hold. That'll be his first of the game. Alex Bradshaw and Carter Smith checking in for Lyman. Housekeeper and Brewer check out. So you've got 3 Bradshaws in right now, I believe. Kicks it over to McCoy Smith. Around the 10-foot line. McCoy, long pass over to Carter Smith for 3 at the top of the key. Pulled down by Dawson Cross as it's too strong. Dawson take it the other way. Launches a long pass to Burke Thomas on the left wing. A leaping Burke can't corral that one, and it's out of bounds. Lyman takes it forward. McCoy Smith taking the point for Lyman. 1:40 remaining. Evanston down by 1 here in the first quarter. Good defense by Dawson Crofts. Carter Smith moves over to the left wing. He drives into the lane, puts the shot up, deflected out of bounds. Good job there by Mason Ellingford, who goes up, blocks it, and puts it against the wall here in Lyman. Latham Chandler checking in for Evanston. David Baxter will come out. Also, Wade Bowen going to the scoring table. We'll see who he's taking out. It will be Mason Ellingford, one big for another. Andrew Housekeeper back in there as well. He'll inbound it for Lyman. Kicks it over to Alex Bradshaw. Top of the key, drives in the lane, kicks it back over to Housekeeper on the left side. Thought about taking the shot. Now hands off to Smith. McCoy Smith. Into the lane, back to Housekeeper. Left side 3, no good. Pulled down by Wade Bowen, but there's a hold called on Lyman. Evanston will control the ball. It looks like it will be on Alex Bradshaw, his second of the game. Latham Chandler to inbound it. Excuse me, that's not Latham, that is Casey Perriman to inbound it for Evanston. Dawson, long pass over to Burke Thomas. Wade Bowen, calling for it, kicks it over to Latham. Back over to Dawson, 3-ball, left side, too strong, pulled down by Casey Perriman. Burke Thomas, 3-ball, center, good. Burke Thomas with 2 3-balls, and Evanston has the lead by 2 with 47 seconds remaining in the first. 13-11, Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Housekeeper, double teamed. Perriman goes off and chases him. His shot in the right elbow is no good. Pulled down by Latham Chandler. Kicks it over to Dawson Crofts. Drives into the lane. Puts the shot up. Gets it to go, and he's fouled. Dawson Crofts with his first points of the game, and he's got a chance to make it a old school 3-point play. Jet Dickerson checks in for Carter Smith, as Dawson will shoot the free throw. First one, and the only free throw actually is good, so the 3-point play, old school way, is done. 16-11. 25 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. Evanston leads by 5. Hand off to Braxton Bradshaw. He drives into the left elbow, kicks it over to McCoy Smith on the left wing. Good defense by Burke Thomas. Ball's on the hardwood. He does manage to kick it back out to Braxton Bradshaw with 4 seconds left. Driving into the lane, puts the shot up. It is no good. Pulled down by Burke Thomas. He can't get the shot off in time, but Evanston leads after 1. 16-11, Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back with quarter number 2 after this on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
First quarter ends with Evanston on top, 16-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils being led at this point in time by Burke Thomas with 6 points. Evanston shut that quarter down on a 5-0 run as the Red Devils looking to pick up their first win of the season. You've heard Coach Cornea call them the most dangerous 0-11 team out there. And you just kind of get the feeling there's too much talent on this team not to get this done at some point in time. And when it does happen, you can imagine the floodgates just opening. Andrew Housekeeper gets the ball for Lyman first. Kicks it over to Dickerson. Handoff to Fanis. Now over to Dickerson, 3-ball right side, off of the front iron, and it is out of bounds. Last one to touch it is Lyman. Preston Brewer went in there and took care of it. Brigham Fanis in there, number 24 for Lyman. That's the one big change for the Eagles. David Baxter gets it, drives in a lane, bounces it to Jagger Mitchell, right side, 3. Line drive, 3-ball, no good. And a push called on Evanston. Looks like it will be on Latham Chandler. Evanston up 16-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Housekeeper holds it around the Eagle on the court for a little bit longer. Fanis now gets it, kicks it back over to Housekeeper. Back over to Dickerson. Fanis drives into the lane, now kicks it back over to Housekeeper around the top of the key. Lyman just trying to figure out how to beat this man-to-man defense that Evanston's playing. 3-ball right side, Lyman, good. Jesse Fanis hits the 3-ball, and it's a 2-point game. 16-14 Evanston. Latham Chandler, wide open 3 for Jagger Mitchell. Too strong into the arms of Ellingford. He puts the shot up and is fouled. Ellingford with a Ellingford board for Evanston, and he'll shoot for 2 free throws. Chance for Evanston to stretch their lead. They lead 16-14 with 6.5 left here in the first half. First one good. Burke Thomas will come in, so too will Dawson Crofts. That means Perriman and Chandler come out. Next one from Ellingford, good. 18-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 6 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the first half. Fanis kicks it over to Dickerson. Back to Housekeeper. Brewer, 3-ball at the top of the key. No good. Pulled down by Burke Thomas. Looking for Dawson Crofts, and he's fouled by Jesse Fanis as he tries to get the steal from Burke Thomas. It'll be Jesse's first one. Jesse Fanis and Brigham Fanis in there for Lyman. So Dawson will shoot free throws. Evanston in the bonus, so any foul for the rest of the half will result in Evanston getting a free trip to the line. First one from Dawson. Good. That'll extend the lead to 19. I could be wrong, but if I'm looking at my score sheet correctly, Evanston's only missed 1 free throw all game thus far. Dawson, the next one is good. So he hits both of them and extends that lead to 6 points. 20-14, timeout called by Lyman. We'll take it as well. Red Devils lead by 6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Red Devils lead by 6 with 6:09 and counting left to go in the first half. Housekeeper floats it to Brewer, picked up by Burke Thomas, who goes above Preston to get it up for Evanston. Now Dawson Crofts drives in the lane, finds a wide open Mason Ellingford in the lane. Mason picks up points, and it's 22-14. Looking for Alex Bradshaw, who gets the runner in the lane and gets that one to fall. 22-16, Burke Thomas over to Jagger Mitchell. Dawson Cross running into the left wing, receives the pass from Jagger, goes right back to Burke, who thought about taking a three on the right side. David Baxter, right wing. Back to Burke at the top. Jagger Mitchell bounces it over to Mason Ellingford. He drives into the lane, kicks it over to wide open Burke Thomas for three. That one is not going to go. Picked up by Preston Brewer, as Ellingford might have made some contact. Yes, he did. And that will be his second foul of the game. Housekeeper bringing it forward for the Eagles of Lyman. Across the timeline. Now kicks it over to Carter Smith. Back to Preston Brewer. Housekeeper on the left side. Alex Bradshaw calling for it on the right wing. That goes to Housekeeper towards the top. David Baxter playing good defense. Screen set up by Smith, and they can't get the pass inside the lane. It goes out of bounds. Carter Smith can't handle the pass from Housekeeper, and now Evanston gets another chance. 4:37 remaining in the second quarter. Evanston up by 6. Over to Burke Thomas. David Baxter at the elbow on the left side. Dawson Cross thought about taking the three from the top of the key, but decided not to. Jagger Mitchell on the right wing. Jump pass over to David Baxter. He's double teamed in the lane, and he gets fouled. It'll be the first one, I believe, yes, on Housekeeper. No, excuse me, his second foul. I must have missed one somewhere. So David Baxter will shoot free throws. And the Fanis brothers check in. Brigham and Jesse. 22-16, Evanston leads with 4:14 left in the first half. David Baxter, first one is good. 23-16 Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. David takes a deep breath, takes the next shot, and gets both of them. Free throw shooting from Evanston might be the story of the first half. They lead 24-16 with 4 minutes, 8 seconds of counting left to go. Housekeeper at the top of the key, hands it off to Jet Dickerson. Brigham Fanis back over to Housekeeper. Housekeeper loses control of the basketball, pokes it right back to Bradshaw, who takes a long three. That one's off the iron, rebounded by Lyman, and they'll reset. Housekeeper driving into the lane, puts this shot up, and it is good. And it will actually be a foul as well on Jagger Mitchell. Ran into Mitchell on the shot, and Housekeeper Gets his first points of the game. He'll go to the free throw line for the first time. And Housekeeper with the first shot from the charity stripe is good. So he'll complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. And it's 19 points for Lyman, 24 for the Red Devils. Long pass, David Baxter, Jagger Mitchell. Wide open, Burke Thomas, left wing, yes! Burke Thomas, 9 points. Red Devils lead it 27-19 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3:21 and counting left to go. Kicks it over to Jet Dickerson. Now Brigham Fannis. Hand off to his brother Jesse Fannis. Right back to Dickerson. Moving over to the left wing. Housekeeper, three ball from the left side. That's off the iron, rebounded by Mason Ellingford. It's an Ellingford board for the Red Devils. Dawson Crofts across the timeline. Kicks it over to David Baxter. He does a spin move into the lane, puts the shot up. No good. Rebounded by Lyman, but they step on the baseline. Actually, no, it'll be... Yes, he stepped on the baseline, so Burke Thomas will just simply inbound it for Evanston. They lead by 8. Dawson Croft gets it at the top of the key. One-handed shot for the free throw line, too strong off the back iron into the hands of Andrew Housekeeper. Bounce pass over to Brigham Fannis. Burke Thomas playing defense on it. Bounces it, tries to find Housekeeper. Dawson Cross almost got in on it. Over to Preston Brewer, into the lane, puts the shot up. No good, but he's fouled. And that will put Mason Ellingford in foul trouble. His third one of the game. So now here comes Preston Brewer to shoot free throws. Mason Ellingford in foul trouble early in this one. Coach Lex Cornea has Casey Perriman at the scoring table to probably replace Ellingford after the first free throw, and he does that as Brewer makes the first one. 27-20. Probably expect to see Wade Bowen at some point in this game as well, with Ellingford in foul trouble. Preston Brewer getting ready to shoot free throw number 2, and it is good. Very high shot by Brewer that just kind of dropped down into the net. Here comes Evanston. Burke Thomas, wide open three from the right side. Ride the hot hand, Burke Thomas. 12 points this game. 30-20, 21 Red Devils. Housekeeper drives into the lane and finishes it up. 23 points for the Eagles. Wide open three ball, Jagger Mitchell left side, no good, pulled down by Lyman. Housekeeper left side three. That one is way too strong and out of bounds. Burke Thomas did a good job holding up Lyman from getting a chance to rebound it. Jagger Mitchell will come out, and Latham Chandler will come in. Perriman inbounds it for Burke Thomas. Good pass over to Dawson Crofts as he gets it across the timeline. Dawson runs into the lane pretty much uncontested and puts up a beautiful layup. And he will finish that one off. 32-23. Red Devils as Lyman is fouled. I look down to mark the score sheet and they're already running. Brewer was fouled. It will be the second one on Latham Chandler. And both teams are in the bonus. Brewer. Perfect from the line, and he makes that one. So he must have got the shot and completed the three-point play, old school. 32-26. Red Devils up on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Dawson Crofts at the top of the key. David Baxter towards the center. Back to Dawson. Driving into the lane is Crofts. Puts the shot up, and he's fouled. So Dawson will shoot free throws with 1:15 left to go. Evanston leads by 6 in the first half. That'll be the third foul on Alex Bradshaw. Crofts 3 for 3 from the line today. First one is good. 33-26, Red Devils with 1:15 remaining in the first half. Here comes Crofts to shoot free throw number 2. And the All-State cross-country runner is 5 for 5 from the line as he hits the second one, 34-26. Timeout called by the Eagles. We'll take it as well. 1:15 remaining in the first half. Red Devils lead 34-26 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball. Welcoming in Noah Conrad, bringing you the camera work on mylocalradio.com. Andrew Housekeeper driving it forward for Lyman as they trail 34-26 to Evanston with 1:05 remaining in the first half. Kicks it over to Jesse Fannis. Now over to Brewer, driving into the lane, loses control of the basketball, and it's out of bounds. Evanston's taking it over with 59.1 seconds left in the half. Casey Perriman inbounds to Dawson Crofts. Right back to Perriman. Long pass to Chandler. Finding a wide open David Baxter as he runs into the lane and lets it fly. 2 more points for David Baxter as he gets that one to go. Evanston up by 10. 45 seconds left in the first half. Pass from Ashton Housekeeper is off target, intended for Jesse Fannis, and hits the water cooler right next to the Evanston bench. Deflected out of bounds by Evanston, so they'll keep it. Inbound to Housekeeper. Kicks it over to Fannis. Jesse takes the 2 ball from the left elbow and gets it to go. 36-28 with 28 seconds and counting left to go in the half. Perriman goes to Crofts, who's still trying to get across the timeline. He will do it, losing control of the basketball. Picked up by Lyman. Kicked, quick pass over to Jesse Fannis. He can't control it, picked up by Perriman. 16 seconds left. He drives over. 3-ball attempt looked like was gonna happen for Burke Thomas. Instead, he drives into the lane and drops the basketball. Picked up by Lyman. 6 seconds left to go. Evanston leads 36-28. Poked out by Evanston. Ball is on the hardwood. 1 second left. There's the buzzer, and that is going to be the half. It ends in a dog pile. Evanston leads 36-28 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our halftime show on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center gives you access to 3 amazing weight rooms. As a serious weightlifter, you can accomplish all your goals of bulking and maximizing with our complete lines of Precor, Hoist, and Troy free weight equipment. If your weightlifting is more focused on firming, toning, core, and muscle strength, then you'll enjoy the Cybex equipment weight room. Don't wait another minute to reach your weight training goals. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
28 points for Lyman, 36 for Evanston. The score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action live from Lyman High School. Joining me right now, we have Coach Jeremy Fessler, girls high school basketball coach. Coach Fessler, what a game. You guys pulled it out at the end. What do you got to say about that?
We struggled for a good majority of that game. We had a walkthrough this morning,
And that first set they ran, I showed them exactly what they were going to do, and we fall asleep on the backside, layup, and that, that sort of set the tone for the first 3 quarters, really. I think at about the 3-minute mark of the third quarter, we started playing. Probably after I got my technical, I think we started to turn it around a little bit. But I'm telling you, the sickness is rampant right now in our program. We got 4 or 5 girls that are deathly sick, and then we got a couple others with a hack that we can't get rid of. So we're going to give them Monday off and let them get Hal. I said, you need to go to the doctor and get some antibodies. Or we're just going to keep passing this thing around.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Looking at the final 2 minutes of that game, Lyman led for the first 30 minutes. You guys took your first lead at the 2-minute mark. And then it just went back and forth, back and forth. The game's tied at 48. And then all of a sudden, you guys forced them to put it out of bounds. You call timeout. Was the design play to go to Zosha in the lane, or was it just to find someone to make that basket?
It was designed. We were setting, we call it deep. So we're actually setting it for Amber, and she was supposed to take the shot. I didn't think we could go past the corner, then into Zosha in 7 seconds from full court. But we did it. And it had plenty of time because Amber actually took a dribble. So, yeah.
So great execution by Amber, it sounds like, to kind of see that.
Great execution by Amber and Zosh, yeah. And I had Zosh over there for that reason. I had her setting the pick. So I said, look inside. If you catch the ball and they're right up in you, then you got to dump it into Zosh.
I believe Zosha had about
23.
Yeah, 23 points, for Zosha. What a game for her. And then also we saw the boards from Stacia down the stretch to really kind of keep you guys in that game. You guys really have a lot of momentum rolling into conference play. How are you guys feeling about that?
Yeah, Zosh played, and she's one of my deathly sick ones. At warm-ups, we were like, you need to let us know if you can even play. And so we were really worried about her, and she just fought through it. And defensively, she struggled a little bit. You just tell she didn't have the energy, but she carried us in the first half. I think she had 15 of our 19 in the first half, and then she just kept it going. Sienna Ellingford came in and gave us some good minutes there with 4 points and was very active. And then Heidi Barton woke up. And she drilled some threes, and she's a good shooter, and she's been in a little slump. And so I was glad to see her get aggressive and start bombing those up. And, she almost made another one. So, she really carried us through that last part of the fourth quarter.
She took a hit against Central just a week ago. It was really good to see her kind of come out. I think she had somewhere around 6 or 9 points. She just definitely came alive. Also, Sienna Ellingford, she had a heads-up play where Lyman lost the basketball, and she was able to kind of chase it down and then go to the other end and finish it off very nicely.
Yeah, she did. And Sienna's working hard. She's a junior, and she's been working hard, waiting for a chance, and she got a chance today, and it's her birthday.
Oh,
so that's even better
happy
for
birthday.
her. Yeah.
Well, Coach Fessler, real quick while I've got you here, what's your impression of the boys' game so far? I think this is the strongest game the boys have played all year.
Yeah, our Coach Cornea has a little play where it's their fast break, basically, in their transition game, and it's up to the wing, and then they send some of the corner. And so they're drilling those corner shots, and Lyman's not getting back like they need to. I would like to see a little bit, I think teams suck in on Mason a lot, but I'd like to see him get a few more touches than he does, because he gets a lot of the stuff off rebounds. But, get that ball inside and then work back outside. But, they're playing good.
Completely unrelated to basketball. Big 49ers fan. Big game tomorrow against the Packers. What's your prediction?
I am predicting Niners about 28-17.
So one of those really, really close, pretty close games
until
like the third quarter.
Yes, it's going to be close, but I think we're going to pull it out.
You think maybe like a Richard Sherman pick six kind of ices it?
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
All right, Coach Jeremy Fessler, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on 2 great victories, 2 nights in a row. Drive safely to Evanston.
Can I add one more thing?
Yes.
I am, we have like Heidi Barton. She gets taken out at Central. Yep. She missed one. She came to practice, and she did a couple drills the first night. She practiced the rest of the week.
Yeah.
We have girls sick. They come to practice.
And they're winning.
And they work hard, and they're so dedicated, and I'm so proud of how tough they are and dedicated they are to the program, because that's not how it is. Once you get one girl who misses practice, then everybody else thinks, I'm going to miss. And so I'm just proud of the way they come every day, and they're not feeling good, but they still fight through it. And it's going to help pay off later in their lives when they have to go to work when they're a little bit sick and stuff like that. So I'm just proud of the girls and the way we fought this weekend through the sickness that we had, and just to get 2 quality wins, 2 teams that are ranked in 3A, and they beat Star Valley, and Mountain View beat Star Valley. So, you know, it's exciting.
Well, that bodes well. I mean, Star Valley, of course, in our quadrant, we will see plenty of them later on, but it all gets started against Green River. Real quick, what do you think is going to be kind of the key to success in Green River at this point?
We're going to have to, they do a little press. They're big. We're going to have to, first off, rebound, because they just kill people on the boards. They have 2 really good players and a lot of good role players. We've got to handle Heisler, their point guard. We're going to make her a shooter because she's a really good passer. And then they got a shooter on the wing. We got to make her a driver, and then they got Birch in the middle, and she's a stud. She's really good in the middle. We're going to have our work cut out for us. We're going to have to handle the press, and we're going to have to rebound, and we're going to have to defend way better than we defended today.
Well, why don't you guys take a break, have safe travels back to Evanston, get healthy, and we will see you down the road. Thank you so much, Coach Jeremy Fessler, Evanston girls basketball coach. All right, let's go ahead and bring in our stats for the boys game. And right now, 9 points for David Baxter, 5 points for Mason Ellingford, and 9 points for Dawson Crofts, 12 for Burke Thomas, all coming from behind the line. Worthy to note, Evanston is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 of 8 from the charity stripe in the first half. That could be the story of how things are going to play out if they can continue to convert on those great opportunities. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the second half of this one. Evanston leads 36-28 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on this first bank presentation of Red Devil Basketball on KNYN 99.1 with a live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Meet the service and parts department staff at Auto Farm Chevrolet. We work on almost every type of vehicle, foreign and domestic. We also sell parts and accessories for almost all makes and models. Our staff is friendly and well-trained, and we are here to serve you. Open Monday through Friday beginning at 7:30 a.m. We invite you to Auto Farm Chevrolet for all your parts and for all your service needs. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a community-driven dealer.
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project finished just right. The LittleSwoodShop.com offers tutorials on Facebook to teach you new techniques and fun ideas for crafting. Follow us on Facebook so you're notified each time we post a new tutorial. Plus, get all your supplies for each project at the LittleSwoodShop.com. We sell individual project supplies, kits for group projects, and we sell bulk wholesale crafting supplies. Visit the LittleSwoodShop.com today.
All right, here we go. 12 seconds left on the clock before we start the third quarter. Evanston leads 36-28. Evanston's looking for that first victory of the year. This is the largest lead they've had at a half all season. And Coach Lex Cornier would love to get this victory in before going over to Green River on Thursday. Evanston led by Burke Thomas. 6 points in the first quarter, 6 points in the second quarter, all from beyond the arc. I know his dad is probably very pleased with that shooting performance from him. Inbounding the ball will be Evanston. Burke Thomas gets it going across the timeline. David Baxter now on the right side. Stolen by Housekeeper. He's running all the way to the lane, finishes it up with a flourish. And the first points of the first half go to Lyman. Burke Thomas kicks it over to Dawson Cross. Back to Burke. Jump pass over to Casey Perriman, who's waiting in the lane and finishes it off. 38-30 as Casey Perriman gets his first points of the game. Housekeeper over to Carter Smith. He goes around the right side into the lane, misses the shot, rebounded by Casey Perriman, but he is fouled on the rebound as he runs away. It looks like he was grabbed from behind. It'll be the first one on Preston Brewer. 7:14 left in the third quarter, just getting started. Evanston lead 38-30. Over into David Baxter in the lane. His shot is off target, pulled down by Housekeeper. Long pass over to Alex Bradshaw. He puts the shot up, can't finish it. Rebounded by Brewer, pulled down by Dawson Crofts. And now Evanston is able to go the other way. Long pass from Ellingford, intended for Baxter, stolen by Housekeeper. He's got 1-on-3 in favor of Evanston. Shot is missed, pulled down by Ellingford for Evanston. Burke Thomas gets it quickly across the timeline, drives into the lane. Shot is off of the edge of the backboard, rebounded by Lyman. Things finally calm down as Housekeeper says, all right, enough with the fast play. Let's slow it down as he takes it across the timeline just now. Perriman waiting for him. Set pick by Carter Smith. He'll now dishes over to Smith as Perriman went around the pick. Hand off to Jet Dickerson. Back over to Smith, Carter Smith. Hand off to Alex Bradshaw. Carter Smith, left wing, drives into the lane, puts the, no, he gives a long pass to Housekeeper for three on the right side, and it's good. Andrew Housekeeper, 5 points in the quarter, timeout called, and we will take one as well. 38-33, the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston up by 5 on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with a live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball. 38-33 with 6:01 left in the third quarter. Red Devils lead by 5. They led by 6 at the half, or by 8 at the half, excuse me. Lyman getting ready to inbound it, or Evanston getting ready to inbound it on their defensive side of the court. Noah Conrad bringing you the video work on mylocalradio.com. Casey Perriman goes to Burke Thomas. Thomas trying to figure out where to go across the timeline. Gets it over to Casey Perriman. Pass to Ellingford on the right side. Back to Perriman. He thinks it goes into the lane. Puts the shot up, and Casey Perriman misses it. Rebounded by Ellingford. He finishes it off. Mason Ellingford makes it 40-33. Red Devils up by 7. With 5:33 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Driving into the lane is Carter Smith. But there's a hold called on Evanston, I believe. Yes, it will be the first one on Dawson Crofts. Inbound to Brewer. He bounces it over to Housekeeper, who takes a runner into the lane. And that is an easy 2 points for Housekeeper. 40-35. Inbound to Dawson Crofts. Kicks it over to Burke Thomas around the 10-foot line on the volleyball court here at Lyman. Ellingford moving to the right wing. Kicks it over to David Baxter. Driving into the lane. He now kicks it to a wide open Burke Thomas. Left side three. Short. Pulled out of the sky by Jet Dickerson. Hands it to Housekeeper. Goes to Carter Smith on the left side. Driving in, Alex Bradshaw, left elbow, rattles around the rim and out. Rebounded by Lyman. Carter Smith, 3-ball left side, that one off target, rebounded by Ellingford. Burke Thomas gets it. He now goes to the top of the key, kicks it over to David Baxter, right side. Bounces it over to Dawson Crofts in the right elbow. Looking for somewhere to go. Go back to Baxter at the top, back to Dawson, right side. Thought about driving in, kicks it over to Burke Thomas on the left wing, driving in, left elbow, and it is no good. Off of the back iron and bounces right into the hands of Andrew Housekeeper. 40-35, Evanston with 4:16 and counting left in the third quarter. Hand off to Alex Bradshaw. Andrew Housekeeper on the right side now gets it around the 10-foot line in the volleyball court. Bounces it into... All right, let's recap that. Dickerson can't handle it. Now he kicks it over to Preston Brewer, who hits a long two. 37-40. Lyman, but Waiting in the wings in the lane, Mason Ellingford gets an easy pass and finishes it off, making it 42-37 Red Devils. Driving in is Lyman, kicks it over to Jet Dickerson, right side three, good. And it's now 40-42. Evanston leads with 3:24 left to go in the third quarter. Dawson Cross at the top of the lane, and he gets called for a travel as his shot goes good. But now Lyman with a chance to take the lead here with a 3-ball tie it with a field goal. Braxton Bradshaw inbounds it to McCoy Smith. Drives into the lane. No-look pass over to Jesse Fannis. Long two from the left side is good. Tie ball game, 42-all here in the third quarter. 3 minutes left. As Bert Thomas gets a right side three, it is just short off the front iron, rebounded by Jesse Fannis. And now Jet Dickerson calms it down. Burke Thomas waiting for him at the timeline as he crosses. Hand off to Jesse Fannis, who takes it to the top of the key, drives into the lane, puts the shot from the right side up, rebounded by Ellingford, and Ellingford board for Evanston. Dawson Crofts will go to Burke Thomas, now over to Mason Ellingford on the right wing. Float pass to Dawson Crofts up high around the right. Long pass, Dawson Crofts from the center for three, yes! Dawson Crofts hits the three ball when they need him to. And it's now 45-42 Evanston with 2:12 remaining in the third quarter. Long pass to Jesse Fannis on the left wing. Kicks it over to Braxton Bradshaw at the top of the key. He loses control of the basketball. Pass to Jesse Fannis is interfered with by Casey Perryman as he runs up and bops it out of bounds. Jagger Mitchell will come in for David Baxter, and 3 new Lyman Eagles coming in. Andrew Housekeeper, Alex Bradshaw, and Preston Brewer. Lyman to inbound it, 45-42 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Evanston leads. Housekeeper driving towards the top of the key, kicks it over to McCoy Smith. Back to Housekeeper, top of the key, three, yes. Housekeeper with 10 points in this quarter, 45-all. Long pass to Mason Ellingford, intercepted by McCoy Smith, and Lyman's taking it the other way. Housekeeper goes to the top, transition three, short, rebounded by Lyman. Back to Housekeeper, he goes from the top, tries to drive in the lane and dishes it back out to McCoy Smith. Long pass over to Braden Bradshaw, kicking it to McCoy Smith, and it nearly crosses the timeline for a backcourt violation, but Smith chases it down. Housekeeper, Smith, Brewer, tries to float a pass into Alex Bradshaw in the lane, deflected out of bounds by Evanston. 1:13 left to go, tie ball game at 45. Inbounding the ball for Lyman is Braden Bradshaw. Housekeeper gets it at the top of the key, standing around the Eagle here at center court. Hand off to McCoy Smith. He drives over into the lane, puts the shot up, no good, and it is rebounded by Burke Thomas. Evanston's take it the other way. They've got numbers. Everyone running into the lane, puts the shot up. He loses control of the basketball, picked up by Perriman, but he loses control as he hits the ground. And a Lyman player hits the ground hard. He is up, but there will be a stoppage of play called. Evanston will inbound it after the Lyman player goes down. Over to Dawson Crofts, left side three, no good. Burke gets his own rebound back at the top of the key. Driving into the lane, now kicks it over to Casey Perriman, right side, long two. That one off the back iron, pulled down by Brewer. Push called on Evanston. It'll be on Dawson Crofts. His second foul of the game, 45-all with 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Braxton Bradshaw to inbound it. Goes to Housekeeper. Perriman playing defense. Aggressive defense being played here by Evanston as they are all over them. Jagger Mitchell almost steals the ball. He actually causes some chaos. The ball's loose, finally picked up by Lyman, and another chance for Evanston, but it looks like a foul will be called on Thomas. Burke Thomas picks up his second foul. My best guess is that would be for a reach-in, as Evanston was able to cause all sorts of chaos there as the ball hit the hardwood multiple times without either team having definite possession. 45 all, 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Housekeeper at the top key, driving into the lane. And Jagger Mitchell looks like there'll be a call on Jagger Mitchell, the foul, his second one. Jagger Mitchell is running with him step for step into the lane, and they called the foul. Inbound to McCoy Smith, three ball at the top of the key, good. McCoy Smith, first points of the game, and it's now 48-45. There's the buzzer. So we have 8 minutes left. 48-45, Lyman, the score after 3. We'll be right back with their Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter after this on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers, we know cement. 307-789-1515.
Welcome to Lyman High School. Evanston trails Lyman 48-45 going into the fourth quarter, brought to you by Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Enter with passion, leave with purpose, and that is exactly what Evanston intends to do going into this fourth quarter. 8 minutes are on the clock and we're ready to go. Right now, Lyman leads 48-45. They will inbound it to Jet Dickerson. David Baxter playing defense on him. Baxter with only one foul, so he can play a little bit aggressive, and that is exactly what he does. Kicks it over to Carter Smith, and he loses control of the basketball. It is out of bounds, and they will say that Evanston retains possession. Lyman touched the basketball. Evanston takes it the other way with a chance to tie it up. Over to Dawson Crofts on the right side. He now kicks it back to Burke Thomas around the top. Back to Dawson on the right side. Casey Perriman around the free throw line. Burke Thomas for three, and it rattles around the rim and into the hands of Carter Smith. Housekeeper, long pass intended for Preston Brewer around the free throw line. He had to jump to try to get it, and it hits the back wall. Evanston gets possession back. 7:19 left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Enter with passion, leave with purpose. Dawson Crofts across the timeline, going to the right side, drives into the lane. Good move there, puts the shot up, no good. Rebounded by Lyman. It hit the front iron and dropped into the hands of Alex Bradshaw, as Housekeeper calms it down. 48-45 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 6:52 remaining. Three ball, Housekeeper right side off the back iron into the hands of Burke Thomas. He is sprinting across the line. Driving into the lane, puts the shot up right side. Too strong, pulled down by Ellingford on the offensive board. He puts the shot up and is fouled. So Mason Ellingford will go to the free throw line. Evanston have hit all but one free throw tonight. So Ellingford getting ready to shoot it and rattles around, no good. That is the first missed free throw by Evanston since the second quarter. Ellingford's second shot off the front iron, rebounded by Lyman. Andrew Housekeeper across the timeline, handoff to Alex Bradshaw. Tries to go to Jet Dickerson. Back to Bradshaw around the center court line. He's driving into the lane. Kicks it now over to Carter Smith, who drives into the lane. He trips up, gets the pass over to Preston Brewer, and the defense by Evanston too strong. He passes out to Alex Bradshaw. They're going to have to reset. Andrew Housekeeper gets around Casey Perriman, goes into the lane, puts the shot up. No good. Pulled down by Ellingford for an Ellingford board by Evanston. Dawson Crofts on the right wing, floats it into Mason. In the lane, puts the shot up, and it is good. Mason Ellingford makes up for the missed 2 free throws, and it's now 47-48 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Shot missed by Lyman. And Ellingford pulls it down and is fouled. It'll be a pushing foul on Lyman. The call on Jet Dickerson, his second one of the game. Perriman getting ready to inbound it. Evanston trails by 1 with 4:40 left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Dawson Crofts across the timeline, kicks over to David Baxter on the left side. Thought about taking a shot, goes into the lane, puts the shot up, but they're going to say Andrew Housekeeper had his feet planted as Baxter ran into him. Offensive foul. Housekeeper takes the charge. Baxter takes foul number 2. Carter Smith across the timeline. Kicks it over to Housekeeper right side. Dickerson now moving over to the top of the key. Thought about charging into the lane, but Evanston's defense cut him off. Alex Bradshaw now goes over to Preston Brewer. Long pass, Housekeeper on the right side of right wing. Evanston cutting him off. Good defense by the Red Devils. Double team. 3-ball right side by Dickerson is no good. Off of the front iron and out of bounds. There is a foul called. It will be the second one on Preston Brewer. 47-48. Red Devils timeout called with just under 5 minutes left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus. Fourth quarter. We'll be right back on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with the live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activity, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
Evanston trails by 1, 4:49 left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Enter with passion, leave with purpose. Lyman leads it 48-47. Evanston called the timeout. Right now, Red Devils have the only points of the fourth quarter, and it's courtesy of Mason Ellingford. He currently has 9, 10, 11 points on the game, averaging around 13 points per game. Here we go, inbound to Burt Thomas. He now finds Dawson on the left side, still trying to get across the timeline. All this needs to happen as they get across the timeline. They finally do. Now Burt Thomas takes it up high. Now to David Baxter, right side. Long pass, Dawson Cross left wing, trying to find Mason Ellingford. Pass broken up by Lyman, and the ball is deflected out of bounds. They're saying Evanston touched it last. (48-47), 4:38 remaining in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Evanston down by 1. Pass is broken up by Casey Perriman. Going down to the ground to get it is Mason Ellingford. But there was contact made as he went down to get it, and they will call him with his fourth foul. Carter Smith and Andrew Housekeeper checking back in for Evanston. That'll mean Jet Dickerson and Preston Brewer take a seat. Inbound to Housekeeper. They're up by, Lyman is up by 1. Housekeeper with David Baxter. Housekeeper plows into Baxter, and Baxter gets called for the foul. his third one of the game. Housekeeper getting ready to shoot 2 free throws as they are in the bonus. He'll get to shoot another one if he makes his first one. Shot is up, and it is good. 49-47. Red Devils trail on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 4:24 remaining in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Housekeeper takes a deep breath, bends his knees, puts the shot up, and he gets the second one. 50-47. As Red Devils get it after it was deflected out of bounds by Lyman on the inbound pass previously. Inbound to David Baxter. Kicks it over to Dawson Crofts. Long pass, Mason Ellingford around the 10-foot line on the volleyball court. He just flicks it over to Crofts as he'll now kick it now over to Thomas. Baxter, left wing, back to Burke. Dawson tries to go in, dribbles it off his foot, regains the basketball. Hard defense put on by Lyman. 5:52 remaining in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus. Burke Thomas over to Casey Perriman in the lane. He's double teamed. Back to David Baxter, who thought about driving in, now goes to Dawson Crofts. Float pass over to Mason Ellingford, deflected out of bounds by Carter Smith. 50-47, Red Devils trail with 3:38 remaining in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Crofts around the top of the key, now hands off to Burke Thomas. Back over to Dawson at the top. Thought about taking a three, now goes to Burke, who just tries to float one into Mason Ellingford, puts the shot up, but he is fouled on the play. It'll be the third one on Jet Dickerson, and Evanston will now inbound it. Burke Thomas floats a pass over to Dawson Crofts for three, right side, rattles around the rim, and it doesn't drop. Rebounded by Lyman. Housekeeper bringing it forward. 3:18 remaining in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Going over to the right wing. He gets around one guy, gets over to a wide open Carter Smith for three, right side, overshoots it into the waiting arms of Perriman. Over to Baxter. He drives into the lane, puts the shot up, gets it to go and one. David Baxter. 49-50, and he will get a chance to shoot free throws. A free throw to tie it up to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. This could be big right here. 3:02 left in the fourth quarter. Baxter's next shot rolls around the rim and falls through the net. It is a tie ball game. Evanston is back with a chance to take the lead. Let's see what the defense does here. Alex Bradshaw over to Housekeeper. Good defense right here by Evanston. Long pass by Lyman. They're just working it around now, finally getting across the timeline. Coach Lewick telling them to drive forward. Hand off to Jet Dickerson. Burke Thomas on defense. Driving in, Alex Bradshaw. It is no good. Shot is short. Rebounded by Brewer. Picked out of the sky by David Baxter, but he loses control. Kicks it over to a wide open Carter Smith, who tries three and he misses it. Ellingford pulls it down for Evanston and he's fouled. And the referees in the stands don't like it, but that is the call by the referees on the court. Evanston will shoot free throws. It'll be the third one on Andrew Housekeeper. Each team in the bonus. No, Evanston gets a chance to take the lead. It'll be Mason Ellingford. He is 1 of 4 from the line so far. Mason takes a deep breath. 50 all with 2:25 left. First shot is good. Evanston takes the lead. 51-50, and now Ellingford will get a chance. Timeout called by Lyman in between free throws. 51-50 with 2:25 left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. We'll be right back with more after this on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
The brain needs to be fed just like the rest of the body. It's a fact that students learn more and get better grades when they're not hungry at school. This is Linda Martin, Food Service Director at Uinta County School District Number 1. We invite every student to eat school lunch every day. Our food service staff works hard to provide delicious meals that are healthy and delivered quickly to ensure our students are getting what they need to maximize learning throughout the day.
Uinta County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
51-50. Evanston leads on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with 2:25 left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Mason Ellingford just hit a free throw after getting fouled, both teams in the bonus. That put them up 51-50, and now the Red Devils with a chance to go up by 2 as Ellingford steps to the line and gets ready to go again. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action live from Lyman as Ellingford takes a shot, gets it to fall. Mason Ellingford puts them up 52-50. Lyman over to Andrew Housekeeper. Good time to mention that Noah Conrad bringing you the camera work on mylocalradio.com as Housekeeper's pass is errant and goes into the stands. Evanston takes control with 2:16 remaining in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Casey Perriman inbounds to Burke Thomas. Burke has 12 points in the game. Back over to Dawson Cross, right back to Burke. He drives forward. Over to David Baxter, left side three. Oh, no, it's not good. It's just short. It looked like it went through, but it was short. And now, Housekeeper goes from one end to the other, puts the shot up, and is fouled. It will be on Casey Perriman. That is his second of the game. Housekeeper will now shoot free throws. He's 2 for 2 in the quarter. 1:58 left to go, a chance to tie it up for Lyman. Deep breath and the shot. Good. Housekeeper splashes the first one. 52-51. He is leading Lyman coming into this game and no doubt will lead them on the stat sheet when it's all said and done. Next shot is good. It's tied up. Housekeeper 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Dawson Crofts kicks it over to Burke Thomas. Back over to Dawson. Still not across the timeline. Now Burke gets it across the timeline after the pass from Dawson. David Baxter, right side. Back over to Burke at the top, standing on the 10-foot line of the volleyball court. Back to Dawson, left wing. Burke, David drives in. Thought about taking a shot. Wide open. Dawson Crofts, left side, hits the rim and rolls around and into the hands of Housekeeper. That shot is good. It's just hitting the rim and rolling around almost like it has nothing to do with the shot at all. Preston Brewer kicks it over to Jet Dickerson. Hand off to Alex Bradshaw as he moves to the top of the key. Long pass to Carter Smith outside the arc. Driving in, Alex Bradshaw shot is off the target, rebounded by David Baxter, who went up high to get it. He brings it across the timeline. And a timeout called by Coach Lex Cornea. 52-52 with 54.9 seconds left. We're going to keep it right here. We've paid all of our bills until the postgame, so we're going to just keep it right here. Evanston led so far by, David Baxter's got 12. Mason Ellingford's got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points. And Dawson Crofts has 12 as well. So Mason Ellingford leading the Red Devils as per usual. Averaging 13 points per game. He's got his 13, and we still got 54.9 seconds left. If you didn't see the girls' game, very, very similar. Evanston took their first lead with 2 minutes left. And then it was a back-and-forth affair. It was 48 all, and then Evanston got a shot at the buzzer from Zosha Nowakowski underneath the net to win the game 50-48. And now we are in a similar situation, 52 all, 54.9 seconds left in the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. Red Devils trying to come up with win number 1 of the season and springboard them into the conference season against Green River. Andrew Housekeeper leads Lyman with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points. Evanston will inbound the ball. Dawson Crofts, number 10, the all-state cross-country runner for the Red Devils. Finds Burke Thomas first. Now back to Dawson on the right side. Back over to David Baxter on the left wing. Thought about taking the shot, but decided not to. Goes back to Burke. Pick set up by Mason Ellingford. Going around the pick is Preston Brewer. Over to Baxter. Three right side. Yes! David Baxter with what could be the play of the game. 55-52 Red Devils. Going over, 3-ball from Andrew Housekeeper. Carter Smith hits the ground. It looks like an Evanston player pushed him. It'll be the third one on Casey Perriman. Evanston leads by 3, and now Carter Smith will shoot free throws. Both teams are in the bonus. Another timeout called. This time we'll take it as well. Evanston leads 55-52 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with 24.9 seconds left on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
The brain needs to be fed just like the rest of the body. It's a fact that students learn more and get better grades when they're not hungry at school. This is Linda Martin, Food Service Director at Uinta County School District Number 1. We invite every student to eat school lunch every day. Our food service staff works hard to provide delicious meals that are healthy and delivered quickly to ensure our students are getting what they need to maximize learning throughout the day.
Uinta County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
55-52 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leads by 3. Carter Smith was just fouled by Casey Perriman. Timeout called. And now the Red Devils will have to see what Carter Smith does on his free throws. This is his first trip to the line tonight. We'll see if Evanston can play the defense that they need to finish this one out. Carter Smith, number 21, standing around the free throw line. Big free throws coming for Lyman. Could cut the lead to 1. 1-and-1 situation, so if he makes the first one, he'll get to shoot a second one. If he misses it, it's free game. Here we go, Smith with the shot. No good. Pulled down by Dawson Crofts. 23 seconds left. 22 seconds left, and Burke Thomas fouled by Alex Bradshaw. That'll be foul number 4 on Bradshaw, and Burke Thomas will go to shoot free throws. 1-for-1 chance here again for Evanston, as it is both teams in the bonus. 20.9 seconds left, up by 3. You just hit 1, and this would make it much more difficult for Lyman to go in. First free throw, good. Burke Thomas makes the free throw. And that's a huge step there for Burke Thomas. 56-52. Can he make the second one? Yes! Burke Thomas with 14 points today. 57-52. Up by 5 with 16 seconds left. Housekeeper holding the ball. Kicks it over to Brewer. Back to Housekeeper for 3. Right side with 10 seconds left. No good. It is pulled down by Dawson Crofts. He is fouled. Evanston is going to go to the line. 6.6 seconds left, and the Red Devils will go to the line. Dawson Crofts to shoot free throws. 12 points in the game so far for Crofts, 14 for Burke Thomas. After those 2 free throws to kind of ice, and this could ice the game right here if you just make one of them. It would extend the lead to 6, and there it is. There's 1. Big chance here, and Dawson Crofts could ice it right here. Timeout called by Lyman. 6 seconds left. Evanston leads by 6. 6 seconds left. Dawson Crofts could ice the game if he makes this next free throw. Evanston leads 58-52. 14 points from Burke Thomas, including those 2 that put Evanston up by 5. Had to do some quick math there. Both teams in the bonus, so if Evanston has the advantage going home right now. 6.6 seconds left. Dawson Crofts will get a chance to ice this game, put them up by 7. That would be a 3-possession lead for the Red Devils. If he misses it, they're still up by 6, which would mean they'd need to get 2 3-pointers in 6 seconds. Not likely, but not impossible. 6.6 seconds left. Dawson Crofts now walks out to try to put Evanston up by 7. Takes a deep breath. Puts the shot up. Evanston's up by 7. Dawson Crofts hits both of them. 6 seconds left to go. 3-ball right side by Jet. Jet Dickerson is no good. Evanston is going to win this one. Dawson Crofts hits both of his free throws to ice it. Final score 59-52. The Red Devils pick up their first win of the season. We'll be right back with our post-game show after this. Again, your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard at the end of the Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus fourth quarter. 59-52 Red Devils. On this First Bank presentation of Evanston basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
An infected tooth can cause discomfort and serious harm to your health. At Wyoming Dental Specialties, endodontist Dr. Leslie Walker understands the complexities removing infected tissues from inside the tooth, which is one reason why you can trust him to provide endodontic treatment and root canal therapy. With a skilled staff and state-of-the-art technology in our office, we help save your smile and improve your overall dental health. Call today to schedule your appointment, 307-789-5608.
It's time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. Your final score, Evanston wins it 59-52. Red Devils come in here looking for their first win of the game. It was opened pretty well by Evanston as they would go on a 6-0 run to close out the first quarter. And then the second quarter, Lyman started to come alive a little bit more as Evanston, though, would hold them off, closing in on a 6-0 run, taking it to from 16-11 to 22-16, and would ultimately lead 36-28 at the half. Then Lyman would start to come forward, going back and forth with Evanston, back and forth, closing it on some big three-pointers by Andrew Housekeeper. It would be a 3-point trailing for Evanston, 48-45 at the third. Going into the fourth, Evanston knew what they had to do, would go on a 5-0 run to take the lead, 52-51, and then Evanston would hit some big free throws thanks to Burke Thomas and Dawson Crofts to win the game. 59-52, your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. That is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. Remember, Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. Remember, that is Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have your Evanston Red Devil post-game stats report on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Again, your final score, 59-52, Evanston over Lyman.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the tire professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts
A pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more.
Sorry about that. Some production malfunctions there. That ad from Trona Valley didn't download properly, so we're going to be fixing that over the weekend. But it's time for your Red Devil postgame stat report. First, let's start with Lyman. 3 points for McCoy Smith, 2 for Braxton Bradshaw, 4 for Jet Dickerson, 7 from, sorry, I got my math wrong there, 5 points from Alex Bradshaw, 9 from Preston Brewer, 3 from Carter Smith, 7 from Jesse Fannis, and 3 from Ashton Housekeeper. Of course, Lyman led by Andrew Housekeeper with a whopping 16 points. A good performance there for him, leading the team as he usually does. And now for Evanston. And there's some numbers that jump out here. Casey Perriman got 2 points in the third quarter when they needed it. 13 points for Mason Ellingford. Yes, Mason Ellingford in the double digits, but he did not lead the team this time. 14 points for Dawson Crofts, 14 for Burke Thomas, and Evanston led by David Baxter, who hit a big 3. He was 3 for 3 from the line and was just brilliant tonight. I'm sure Mr. Baxter, who is listening at home, is very, very proud of the performance David put in there. He leads the team with 15. One thing to notice right here, Evanston in the first half were 7 of 8 from the free throw line, and then in the second half were 8 of 10 from the free throw line. So 7 of 8, 8 of 10. That means they were 15 of 18 from the charity stripe, definitely taking advantage of what was given to them when the time came. Again, your final score, Evanston wins 59-52. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have our look into the future of Evanston activities, our Dr. McKay Franco Precision Play of the Game, and we will hear from Evanston head coach Lex Cornea on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
A pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers, we know cement. 307-789-1515.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
When shopping for a vehicle, it's important to have a good selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. It's also important to have a knowledgeable salesperson that listens, a finance team that helps you get the payment that matches your pocketbook, and a smart office staff that makes sure all the paperwork is done right. You can always rest assured knowing that our whole team is working for you. Auto Farm Chevrolet, stop in today. We're a community-driven dealer.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Welcome back to this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Joining me right now, we have Evanston boys basketball head coach Lex Cornea. Coach Cornea, you guys came in here hoping to get that first win of the season. You got that. How's that feeling now?
You know, I think somehow we knew that this was going to be ugly, the first one. I mean, honestly, compared to last night, we probably took a step back. You know, but I just think that we knew that, you know, with what we've been through this season, that getting this first one, it was not going to be, you know, just smooth basketball. But you know what? We got it. And, you know, Lyman's got a great home floor, great fan base. Their guys play hard. You know, they've won 6 games on the season, you know, played good teams too. You know, this is a program that's on the rise. And you know, we knew it was going to be gritty. I wish it would have been a little prettier than that. I thought we made really poor decisions down the stretch. But you know what? They played well enough to win. They took care of the basketball, which has been our biggest issue. I don't think they beat themselves, you know, and, you know, we got to win. But, yeah, proud of them. I think they believe now that this is off their back that, you know, they're poised to go cause some damage, to be somebody you have to reckon with and be around in March. So proud of them. Ugly, but, you know, at this point we'll take it.
One stat that sticks out to me, and just so you know, my stats are nowhere near official, but it kind of gives you an idea. On my count, I have you guys 7 for 8 from the charity stripe in the first half, 8 for 10 from the charity stripe in the second, total 15 of 18. You guys really took advantage of the opportunities that you guys were given.
Well, and we had to. We had to shoot free throws well because of our poor decision-making in other areas of the game. You know, I guess you can say something for a team that, you know, can play themselves out of bad basketball, and I feel that's what we did tonight. You know, we played ourselves out of some poor decisions and things, but you know, it's off of our back. You can just feel the sigh of relief in the locker room, and you know, now we get down to business. Now it counts for real.
Well, we know that definitely some decisions were questionable with the threes, and what do you think you can do to kind of rectify that moving forward to Green River?
Well, I think that even as they shot, then they knew that this is not what we need. But, you know, a team in a position like we've been in, you know, guys are they're trying so hard to go get a win. And I think that interferes with decision making. You know, I actually couldn't even look at David's last shot. I put my head in my hands and I just heard the crowd noise. You know, and I think that's a team that, you know, with where we've been, you were desperate for a win. We told them, all right, you got that one off your back. Now we just go forward and play good basketball, disciplined basketball. You know, I understand it. You know, these guys are 17, 18 years old. They're really trying to make plays that can go win games. But hopefully this is a lesson that, you know, we shot Lyman back into the game without question. And we came out in the second half, I think, just scared to lose. You know, our defense and things, we were scared of losing because we've lost so much. But you know what? Proud of them. Green River next. Green River is a similar team to Lyman. It's a team I believe we're better than, but we're on their home floor, and you know, they know that we'll make mistakes that will allow them to be in a game if that's the way we play. So this week's all about decision making and discipline, and being the team that we knew we could be from the beginning of the season.
Well, the boys probably feel really, really good, as you said, to get this one off their back. You guys have a safe trip back to Evanston. We'll catch up with you over in Green River. Lex Cornea, Evanston High School boys basketball head coach, thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Thanks.
All right, and with that, we will now reward our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. Actually, let's go and backtrack. Let's look at some into the crystal ball of what's happening in Evanston. So, of course, we had these basketball games. Speech and debate at Star Valley today, indoor track opening their season at BYU, and all-state music at Gillette over the weekend. That is what's going on in Evanston. Now we will do our last thing to do, and that is reward our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision play of the game. And that's going to go to the play that was made when Evanston was was tied at 52. David Baxter takes a ball to the left wing, puts it up, and splashes it to put Evanston up 55-52. They would not trail for the rest of the game, and that is your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision play of the game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision, or Dr. McKay Franklin Family Dental Services. That's going to do it for our broadcast. On behalf of our camera people, we have Mindy OLLIFF, Noah Conrad, and Tanner Newsom, as well as our producer back at the studio in Evanston, Alyssa McDaniel. I'm Elan Off saying thank you so much, and we will see you next time the ball flies, which will be at Green River as we open up the conference season. Also, we're going to have wrestling coverage on Wednesday night as Evanston hosts a duel against Rock Springs. I'm Elan Off saying thank you so much and take care.
You have been tuned in to a First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devils basketball on KNYN The Big Dog with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's game has been brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankham, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Arrowhead Dental, Plains Tires, The Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Regional Hospital, the Come On In Casper, Evanston Parks and Recreation, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Uinta County School District Number 1, Elling Ford Brothers, The Store, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Bear River Dental, Mountain West Business Solutions, and by Wyoming Dental Specialties. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with Rich's Ryan Steinekert and the Valley's Jake Hibbard, and production assistants Preston Bush, AJ Lamb, and Alyssa McDaniel. Biggest thanks to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archive games and past interviews with Red Devil players and coaches. Like My Local Radio on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on KNYN 99.1 FM and mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Devils!